All right, sure. But start from the top and make sure it's like on most of your shit. Back and shit. Yeah, cool. But all right, let me make sure I'm doing double audio because I'm taking no chances with this shit. Thanks. All right, hopefully this will record for the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, these is hard. The coasters.
Yeah, that's my mom's husband got me those for Christmas, which is funny because I almost bought those for him because he's got, dude, his house is literally littered with. No, I shouldn't say littered. It's put together. It's organized. Yeah. He's got it alphabetized. Literally just walls of vinyls, cassettes, CD players, 8-tracks.
Damn.
Like crazy. Yeah. Like fucking almost floor to ceiling.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, dude has a lot.
Yeah.
But all right, yeah. Back. I always feel weird talking to the camera. Like the audience is sitting right here. But yeah, we got motherfucking Mike Jones.
My dog.
Glad to have you out here.
For sure. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to do it too. I know you were originally like, yeah, let's try Dreamville, and I was like, man, it's gonna be tough.
I'll be like over promising because I'm like, like.
Well, it's also Dreamville because it's like, even though everyone knows that there's the festival itself. But it's like all the shit that goes on in the morning and at night and the days leading up to it. You never know where you're going to end up being. Yeah. Even leading up to the festival.
Even last year, I only saw you like at Victor's. But so I've now seen you on the weekend. Dude. And this year, I'm like, we didn't see each other this weekend. Like,
at Victor's?
At Victor's, yes. Damn, at Victor's, yes. At Victor's, yeah.
Literally crossing paths at Victor's.
Yeah.
Because the night before Owie's show, I ran into you there after they did Mez's. But it was literally you walking in with pizza.
Yeah, it's not true. Yeah,
literally, you walked in with pizza, and then I left because I had to go to Owie's thing.
Yes, dang, you're
literally
right.
the overlap.
Dang, you're right. My bad.
But yeah, no, I mean, dude, that festival weekend, even my girl knows it's like, she already kind of knows I'm out of like, she's like, all right, just hit me up after the weekend.
Yeah,
because she was like, I know you're going to be running around. Yeah,
I'm already knowing.
But yeah.
Dang, bro, yeah.
How was shooting for Loot, though?
Cool, bro.
Yeah.
He's so down to earth.
That dude, I got to meet him Thursday before for the same thing for Mez or whatever they were shooting. I got to talk to him in Wells for like 30 minutes. And I was like, damn. I was like, bro.
Wells cool. I just met Wells too that first time around there. I never knew, I knew of him, but I never actually got to like really meet him. You know what I'm saying? Only times I could hear some people that I'm like hear about is from like that circle, which is like Bobby, Victor, Nance, OE. You know
that circle
so,
is
like,
great.
It's like I don't really know people. Like, oh yeah, I know of him, but I don't really met him.
Well, I met him because I didn't realize he works for Summit. Like
he does?
He does like PA stuff for them.
Oh, for real?
Because they shoot a lot of his stuff. Which way he's telling me, so he was kind of like, I work for them, and then they help me shoot my stuff. And I was like, I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Still, yeah. But because they ended up shooting something Thursday night after they finished up with Loot real quick. But he introduced himself as Leroy.
Oh, facts. I be seeing on his Insta, he be like do something like named Leroy. I'm like, I'm assuming this is his actual name, but it'd be crazy if it's like there's no association with Leroy at all. But I'm assuming that's what his name was.
Yeah, maybe. But he introduced himself as Leroy. So I didn't even know that was Wells. Because I didn't get out here until 2014, and then I didn't get into the music scene until 18 or 19 maybe. Yeah. And so that was like, because I mean, he was 2013, 2018 in between there kind of thing. And so like I just didn't. Yeah. I heard the name and that was it. Yeah. But
and there's another dude that's like, is it Manny Wells? There's another dude that they named Wells, so I thought it was him. There's some other artists. I'm like, this is what's the name, but I guess it was not at all. Completely different people. So I just dropped the free plug on Manny Wells. I don't know who that is at all, but I just see his Instagram. So I was like,
my bad, Wells.
Yeah.
But all right, let's just start from the beginning. So, what do you consider yourself an artist for sure?
Yes, I used to be. This going back to what Victor was saying. I used to be just like straight photographer, and people don't know like I'm actually like a graphic designer. Like that's like my bread and butter. Photography my first love, but like my 9 to 5 is I'm a graphic designer. Yeah. So like nobody knows that at all because I'm promoted. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think I want to push what like leads me a lot of when I define myself as. But me and Victor, he was like, you're more than a photographer. You literally design 2 jerseys. You literally like are doing more things that have nothing to do with photography at all. Stop saying you're just a photographer. You're an artist.
For sure.
Because you create moments, you create stories, you create art. Everything you do is art. I was like, you're right. So I changed that. He literally like Victor would go onto my Instagram and screenshot. You know how it's like the little like bio, like what you are is like photographer, artist. He literally screenshot it and he was like, change this. It could have a photographer on there. I'm like, Victor, like I'm only doing that because like I'm trying to get the photography.
Trying to get the books. Trying to get the book.
He was like, I know that, change it. I was like, all right, bet, and I changed it. But like aside from that, he stayed on me about that. If I call myself anything other than artist, he gets on me.
That's fair though, because it's also like, because why corner yourself as a photographer?
That is true facts, yeah. So,
but you said photography your first love.
Yeah.
How did it become your first love?
Honestly, like It's probably my second love. First love was music, and I think that's like stay with me. I'll bridge it all together. Like I grew up just like playing music. My dad got me into music. Aside from all that, it just like music taught me to live in moments and to create moments and like for people. So like obviously you hear a song that you like, you know what I'm saying, and it's like you remember like that moment of what that song did to you. So like, so you go back now 10 years ago, and like you hear that song, like dang, you brought me back to this one moment. So like music taught me how to really like live in moments. Aside from all that, I wanted to figure out in a way going on to that like music wasn't going to be something that's like commercialized for me. It was always going to be music.
Okay. Yeah, you good. I'm just checking sound. I'm stressing after the Bobby fiasco we had because the one that was the second take.
Oh, for real?
So the video that we uploaded was the second take 2 days later because the first take got messed up.
Dang.
So that's why I'm like triple checking shit while we're doing it because I was like, I'm
Yeah,
not trying to
yeah.
have any slip ups.
Nah, facts.
But either way, yes,
But,
continue.
But yeah, it taught me how to like really like live in moments. But I think I didn't never want music to be commercialized because it's kind of like a safe haven for me.
Okay, fair
like
enough.
Piano, all that. I don't
play
really
piano?
share it as much. You don't know that. See, bro, like as long as it's an artist, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, like it's not just like just one avenue. Like I've been playing piano since I was like probably 2-3 years old.
Damn. Okay.
Like that's like I don't read music, but everything by ear. I can like listen to something and pick it up. So you hear it every now and then. I think I posted on one of my dumps on Instagram. When I got recently into dumps because Bobby got me into doing dumps.
Dude, that is his bread.
Yes.
That is his bread and
Yes,
butter.
bro, that's literally what got me into it. It's just like Bobby doing dumps. He just random things. I'm like, you know what? I want to do that too. So I did one, never did again.
Yeah.
But I put a clip of me playing. I think "Love Yours" by Cole in there. But yeah, no, I've been playing like piano and just music, things like that. Learning the saxophone, trumpet and trombone, and band, flute, clarinet.
I did clarinet and saxophone growing up.
Yeah.
And then I got to middle school, and like I was about to go to high school with it, and I was like, man, I don't know if I want to play in high school.
Nah,
everything, because I was like, I feel like it's just at that age, it just didn't seem cool. And
Yeah.
then now, of course, I wish I didn't stop.
Right. The reason why I wanted to be saxophone, but I was in band. I had braces, and they kept saying that like the reed was going to chip because of my braces. So I was like, what the heck? Like at the time, this was like 2007, 8.
Okay.
It was like, yeah, like I guess
I had braces when I was playing. They never said that to me.
So they told me. So I was like, all right, well, I'm play a trumpet. They're like, yeah, your braces, like the mouthpiece is so small, it's gonna hurt your lips. So they put me in trombone. I'm like, I want to do a trombone.
What's the difference between trombone and trumpet, though?
It's like the trumpet is like the 3 notes, and it's like a small mouthpiece. The trombone is like the big.
Yeah, but what's the difference with the mouth? Is the mouthpiece different?
The mouthpiece is a lot bigger.
Oh,
yeah. My lips would be
so I never
swollen
finished all
still, but like, yeah, that was like my first like organized instrument that I would play.
Yeah.
Like notes and everything.
Forced
like
you on the trombone too.
Yes.
That's crazy. So they forced you onto the
yeah,
trombone.
I was lethal with it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people don't know that I'm actually not nice on the trombone. Well, I ain't picked up in a minute, but like, but yeah. And then once I got into more of the trumpet, once I got my braces off, that's what kind of like took off with it. But then like 10th grade, I was like, yeah, I'm cool off all this. Like, I ain't about to sit here and go be in no band or no orchestra.
That was the other thing. And like when we got to my high school, it was like the only thing you could do with band was marching band.
Right, facts.
And that was it. And I was like, man, I'm not trying to do marching band.
Right, I ain't about to go to school on no band scholarship. No disrespect to people that go on
Do
band
it, for
scholarships.
sure.
My mom was in big in band too. But I think I went that because like my sister was in it, and like I was like my mom was pressing this thing about being in a band. I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. But my dad actually put me into like really into kind of one of the music classes at like elementary school, because like the music teacher I had was his music teacher too, and she like kind of helped him with piano. But my dad said like he used to like hide behind the piano when he was taking music lessons from her because he didn't want his friends to see. So,
he
like,
was playing piano.
Yeah. Her name was Miss Skaggs. I'll never forget her. But yeah, that really kind of got me into more like want to play to that on like on like an organized scale. But I fell out of it once I figured out like going into high school like what I want to do. I really didn't jump into photography in 2018, 19.
Okay.
But like, I think the music thing when I jumped into sports, that like I didn't really find that like I was for a big point in time, especially in college, I literally was like living with like creatively with no substance. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think it didn't come to the point when is honestly when I was at Wake Forest, my internship, that like I wanted to like learn how to like I don't know like do photography and do the camera.
Because you were heavy in sports originally, right?
Heavy, yeah, I was going to be
sports management, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
sport management. I ain't gonna say my university because I ain't giving no free pub. I don't mess with them right now.
Okay.
So all love to my department. I'm cool off the school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I went to like I want to be like a sport agent or a coach.
Okay.
And obviously in a sense it's like it's hard to like and it's hard to make money.
For sure.
You're not a coach
because you have to coach. You got to every coach you see now that's a head coach didn't start as a head coach.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially not in the NBA.
Yeah, but I felt like at that time I was like, if I'm not a coach, I'm not like a crazy sport agent. I'm not making no money in sports
Nothing.
at all. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, there's different avenues. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? It's like being a coach is equivalent to being a doctor in medicine or being like, you know what I'm saying?
You're like you're
Facts.
the highest,
and obviously
the highest IQ there.
Yeah, and I wasn't obviously playing. I'm 5'6". I ain't about to sit here and just like continue growing and try to be like.
Because you gotta, I feel like you gotta kind of play the game too.
Yeah.
Like not actually playing the game, but like you have to play the rule, like play their rules for a
Facts.
while to get up
Yes.
to the point of being able to actually be a head coach.
Yes.
I saw something though. You did. You were a ref for intramural.
Dang, you went deep.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is what I do.
Dang, it ain't about to be turning on Nardwar, man. That's crazy. Yeah, nah. Where'd you find that at?
I don't remember where I found that
You
one.
know,
at.
it's like
I did your
associates.
I did your info like a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
when you first hit me up.
Yeah.
I literally that following week I was like, all right, let me go ahead and get his stuff in. So I was like, that way I got it. Yeah. So
I don't
you
remember telling you that. Yeah, I was an intramural ref in college, refing games. Me and my
How
boy.
intense did that get?
It got crazy intense.
Bro, because I've done we did intramural when I was at state.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm the worst pickup person to play with because like I really don't care. Like
Yeah.
I will play hard, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I'm not. Dude, I'm leaving here.
Yeah.
There ain't no scouts out here. Relax.
Nah, facts. Yeah, I'm gonna tell that story, then we'll get back to the
Okay, yeah.
Everything. But honestly, it was like 2015, 16. My boy Jalen and I, he was my roommate. We were working like intramural basketball, like me, him, Dre, and Artie. I'm saying like you know them people. It was my
It's
boys.
all good.
That
It's all
was my
good.
crew in
They know
college.
themselves. They'll know it.
Facts. That's my crew in college. And we had the rough games Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays.
Okay.
And there was this one game, I kid you not, it was like my boy Jalen, and like he takes sports and everything to a maximum level.
Okay.
And we were repping actually my boy, I think Darius game. They had this team called Black Iverson. It was like all the best like white people on one team. They were going dogging everybody in the third. I gave them 40 myself though. Like I gave him 40 myself. But yeah, I mean honestly, it was this one game. And it was like down to the wire, like, and it was, I don't say we just random pickup and murals, but everybody was in the gym at the time. It was like 1 minute left in the third. It was a close game, like, and obviously you're not supposed to put time back on the clock. It's like intramural rules.
Yeah,
it's not no college
there's
game.
no
It's not no
time
national
out,
championship.
there's no.
Boom! Jalen called the most terrible foul. He comes back. He corrected. He goes to the score table. He's like, "My mistake on that in the third." Put 37 seconds back on the clock. Turn the ball, and I was like, "Jalen, what are you doing? It's an intramural game." This man like added time to an actual game. Everybody was heated. They didn't end up still winning, but like I think after that, like I think the next day or so, we were having a meeting about it, and they were like, "Yeah, don't put time back on the clock." And then Jalen was like, "Yeah, I know I'm not a good ref." But aside from all that, like, yes, I did ref in those sports. That was my one story, but I did ref in those sports. And I was a good ref. I called it fair.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I knew fouls and none of the third. But sometimes you make me mad, like, cool, I ain't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that was my little time how do you make money, especially in college, because I was, like, a broke college kid. But
As most of us are.
Yeah, facts. So, literally, like, I was doing that and then doing, I worked at the hockey rink, too. Like, doing intramural hockey as well.
Where's this? And
This is in Virginia.
okay, in Virginia.
At
You good?
Liberty.
Yeah, you good.
I can say it. I went to Liberty.
Okay.
So like, and we're gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I worked at intramural hockey and did there too.
How
like,
did you ref that? Or
I didn't ref.
Okay.
No, I score kept on that one. I did,
Okay.
I did like clean the ice and like do the Zamboni and such
sure.
ice treatment. So it was cool. I mean, I got to like go in there and skate, ice skate, anytime I wanted to, you know, such.
Dude, a lot of people don't ice skate.
I know. Yeah.
I had my buddy who's like he's like 6'3", he's a big guy, and he went ice skating when they did last year for the winter, or 2 years ago. No, I think it was last year, maybe a little before that. And then he fell and like compound fractured his arm, and was like sling, bone, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
that's the only thing that's fun until you fall and then you hurt something. I'm like, dang,
because it's like it's not soft. There's no soft
at all, bro. So like literally like I learned how to basically ice skate for a little bit. But back to the story though. I know we got up.
No, you good. That's why we're here.
Nah,
Tangents.
true. Facts. You get me talking. You know,
that's the point.
You bring up like, damn, I ain't talked about it in a minute, like, or I talked about anybody at all. So like, of course, I get onto it though.
That's the goal.
So
That's the goal.
I'm cool with the curveballs.
Okay.
But I think it was back to I went to go. I was doing recruiting at the time in Wake Forest, and I went to like get into doing the camera. So I went down there after the department. Y'all want to shoot?
Is that you just walked in and was like, hey,
yeah, I want to shoot. They gave me a Lumix and said, go shoot next practice. I'm like, okay. Like, while there, I don't know what I was doing.
Any like prior to that?
Nothing.
No camera, nothing?
Phone. That was it, but nothing.
Okay.
So I was like, I want to learn this in the third, because I was starting to do graphics at the time too, and I wanted to use my own photos for graphics. Like, everything was
Why'd you start doing graphics?
I thought it was cool.
Okay.
I saw them do
Yeah.
baking. I was like, I thought it was cool. I want to try to do it. So I was joking at the time, like, I want to learn. Next thing I was learning. Next thing you know, I was doing I got the basic knowledge of it. I was on YouTube every night, like YouTube University.
Bro, YouTube University is that shit.
Bro, I'm like, graduated like
Everything.
cum laude with that.
Everything. I still ain't graduated. I go back. I'm back every week.
Yes, bro. But literally,
but yeah.
I like got on there. I think the first graphic I made was like just like made these players like zombies for like Halloween. It was crazy. It was weird. I might send it to you so you can throw it in there.
Yeah,
but,
please.
But after that, I was like, well, we was on photos. So I went out there, and that's what happened with going to the video apartment. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just sitting there just shooting, boom, boom. But the players would come at the time, looking on my shoulder, like, yo, that's hard on Thursday. I'm getting gassed. I'm like, okay, like, yeah,
maybe I am
do
nice.
this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's at the time doing that, and then I started switching and needing money to
For sure.
as well because I was unpaid there. So I started doing like the ball boy and like doing the scoring and doing the music there.
Okay.
So like things over time, I was doing all that there. But once I got the basic knowledge of that, I built up my portfolio. Once I left Wake Forest and went to Carolina.
What year is that?
This is 2000, going to 2019 now.
Okay, real quick. Talk about the NHL. You did NHL All-Star Weekend?
Yes.
In
dang,
Tampa?
Dang, you going back.
Bro,
oh my
I got
gosh.
you. Yeah, you can slide that
Yeah,
up if you need to.
dang. Yeah, that was my senior year at college. I'm about to keep
No, you're good. It's just this chair is. I literally have asked my mom how old this chair is, and she was raised in the 70s.
Yeah.
I asked her how old this chair is. She said, I don't know. I just remember it being there.
In the 70s?
In the 70s.
It's
So
legacy.
she was like, I just remember it being there. I don't remember ever getting it. Same thing with those couches.
Like, you saved them?
Well, yeah, they're free.
Yeah.
I ended up just getting my
should
grandma
save them,
moved
make
out.
sure- yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
so they're free and they're comfy as shit. They're broken.
No, they
in.
are comfy,
Like, bro,
yeah.
you can slide that like a good 5 feet good foot forward, and you're still not gonna go anywhere.
Word?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's simple. But
either way, yes.
2018.
So how'd you end up going to All Star Weekend?
So in sport management, they do this 497 trip. Is they take 25 students to somewhere, and did a big event.
Who
sports
does?
Liberty.
Oh,
So,
okay.
department.
I didn't know who like
So,
specifically. Okay.
Yeah, so they took 25 of us there, and it's like all through personal connection. So like they'll take some people down to Orlando, go to the ESN Wild Water Sports, meet with like the Magic, yada yada, boom boom, and then they'll do Tampa. They'll do I forgot what they did, DC conference, a conference in Tennessee. But they did this one with the All-Star game being in Tampa, and there was like a connect there that went to that was like Liberty Sport Manager grad.
Yeah.
She was there, and then like she invited us down, so like we had to like to work All-Star game for a week, and it was cool because I didn't know nothing about hockey.
Dude,
And it's crazy how like full circle with things is obviously get to the jersey.
Yeah.
But, like, that was my first time ever dabbling in sport. I never did hockey at all. The only I heard about hockey before was like this boy in one of my English classes, my junior year of high school, was so big on hockey, and he was like, talking about playing NHL, the game, and I was like, I don't know about hockey at all. But
Have you tried to play it?
He bought me the game.
Oh.
He bought me the game to play with him. I never forget his name. Then 10 ago, this dude like bought me a game, like the NHL
Just so
game,
he can play.
with me.
Yeah.
So like on Xbox, I had no idea what I was doing. But that's my first experience with hockey and that. And I was being at Canes, like going,
For sure.
You go to games when you were young,
No.
but like
I remember
you don't-
watching the Canes the Stanley Cup win.
Yeah.
Prior to that, never watched a game in my life.
But it's like something typical to do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I know I keep you on tangent. Going back
We good.
around
That's
that,
why we're here.
it's literally like we're down there and I was like me, my boy Norcross, my boy Eric. There's a couple people that was like on the trip with us, like all people that we knew in class in the third. Because obviously when you're junior senior year, you're in classes with the same people
All the time, yeah.
So we get down there, and I think the first thing they had me doing is like me, my boy Trip, and Norcross, we was like doing merchandise, just like gift bags.
Okay.
So we was in this place set up there, they giving out, I guess like prepping gift bags, giving gift bags out for I don't know who at all.
Yeah.
But the hotel we was staying in was cool. It was like the hotel we were working in was dope too. It was like right by the water, right by the arena. But literally, like we go there, we meet other people from sport management departments too. There's other girl named Kay from like Southeastern University in Tampa. I'm keeping like remember her name because it's the reason why how this experience became like amazing. For the time we all had schedules when we were doing working on there. So like my boy Norcross though didn't get scheduled for the first 2 days. So he was sitting in the hotel doing nothing but all the 25 of us were like all working still. So he was just sitting there and he messed the schedule up. So he was just sitting there. We come back and tell him the experience in the third. He like got a little FOMO.
Yeah.
He kind of cooking him on it, but it was funny though. But yeah, we did that, and then my boy Trip actually got picked to do like a like the red carpet like ushering.
Okay.
So a whole one to sign up to the players. I forgot one of the. I think he had like is Austin Matthews a player? I sound right.
Dude, I don't know.
It sounds
My
like,
hockey knowledge is slim.
I think he is a player. I think.
Okay.
Or somebody named Matthews. And I remember seeing on NHL like the story. You just see Tripp with the sign. Just like he was. And it's the funniest thing because Tripp was a very big person. On like, not say image, but like,
Yeah.
if he in that spot, like he gonna hold it down.
He gonna do it.
So but keep on that. Go back to the girl named Kaylee. That night they're having like an NHL exclusive like party.
Mm-hmm.
Not us being interns and then the third, like we weren't supposed to be in there, but like she was like, shoot, the person that was there, his name, I forgot his name. Honestly, this dude was like a jack of all trades. Apparently, he did every single thing that he known in Tampa. So like he said, come to the party. We all people gonna come to the party. We'll get in. We get there, and literally it was like me. Who else was it? Me. I think it was. I don't remember. I remember Katie being there. And we get to the bar and said, let's go to the party. I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. We go up there, and next thing you know, it's like so like weird. My first time ever being an invite only party.
Yeah.
And this Flow Rider just casually performing on the like the stage.
God, what an era,
bro! It was weird. Like
in Florida too.
Yes, and everybody else is older than a third. All these NHL players, I don't know nobody at all.
Nobody.
So I'm like, where the snacks at? So I go to the tables, and like each table had like these like pictures of like some of the players.
Mm-hmm.
The third. So I go to one that had this dude had like a cat, like a little like captain hat on, like a little like a pirate hat.
Okay.
I'm like, it's cool. I'm buying his snacks are probably good. So I go there in the third, and I'm like eating the food in the third, and this dude, like the guy that came up with the picture, there hit the strongest like Russian accent, and I'm like, he talking to me and saying like how the snacks are, and I'm like, they cool. Like to be honest, in the third, and I'm like, all right, you must be somebody. You over here just by this table, and he looked at the dude on the picture up there. And I'm like looking at him, and he had the most weirdest like smile, gingerish hair, and a very strong accent. But he had a caps pin on.
Ah, okay.
So I'm like, okay, I know the Capitals are a team. I don't know who you. I'm honest. To be honest, I don't know who you are, sir. And then third, he said he's cool. He said just call me Cap. Like call me Captain. Okay, cool. So I called him Captain. And this morning, the change he left. I looked up and I went to my friend Kaylee and showed her like this is the person I talked to. She's like, oh my gosh, you just talked to like one of the best like players in the league. I was like, who? What's his name? So his name is Ovechkin.
Oh,
and I'm
wow.
Like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I heard the name drop. Like, I heard that Cole dropped his name in a couple like songs. I heard his name drop before. So I was like, if rapper drop your name, you must be Cole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I got to meet like
Ovechkin. Wow.
I don't know his first name, how to pronounce it, but I got to meet Ovechkin.
Shit, I don't know his first name
either. Yeah, so that's why he called him Captain. I don't know his name, but like yeah, so that was my little cool experience with like the NHL.
NHL, first time being there too. Yeah. First time even doing anything with hockey.
Yeah, that's my first time actually meeting like I guess one like a professional player, but celebrity though too. So
okay, yeah, creative media. You did what? Creative media and recruiting for Wake, right?
Wake Forest and North Carolina.
Was that you didn't go to school there? You just interned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you end up at Wake Forest?
Bro, honestly, like 3 years before graduation, I'm sitting there stressing. I ain't got no job, and then
because you're from Raleigh, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My boss at the time, he had a connection at Wake Forest, and they were looking for interns, so it made me call him.
Okay. I was just curious on how you ended up at Wake.
Yeah. Honestly, like I graduated 2 days later. I was at Wake Forest. I came home the day after I graduated, had my graduation party. The next day, I was like already at Wake Forest. So like I was wasting no time getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So but yeah, it was only through a connection thing. So like
okay.
phone call, I was there.
So you end up at Chapel Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Are you running their creative media team?
No.
Or you're just intern again?
Yeah. No,
okay,
like,
so backing up another internship basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so run that.
Honestly, I ain't gonna shame to tell the reason why I got to Carolina now, because like I'm at this point now. It's just like every I need to like beautify the process of where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I left Wake Forest because like I ain't gonna say his name.
You're fine.
But a very person of high power, obviously, some people would say, even the coach or not, basically told me in my face I wasn't gonna be successful in sports.
You weren't gonna be what?
Successful in sports.
Okay.
Because I choose a league. Cause I got in a car accident and I had no car. And I was staying with my boy Norcross's crib at the time because he was interning there too. And I was sleeping on his floor for like 2 weeks. And like the coach had no obviously didn't want to do anything about it. In the third, I'm not saying that, but I'm about to leave. I've been working, busting my ass here for things. In the third, can I get a job? And he was BSing me around, talking about it in the third. And he tried to offer me this small stipend. I was like, yeah, I ain't staying for that.
Yeah.
And he got mad when I told him I was going to Carolina.
Yeah.
Cause I by that time I always plot my next move. So
oh yeah, cause the moment you tell me that,
bro, I'm already plotting. You know what I'm saying? I was plotting before you.
I'm about to say before that anyway. That is nail in the coffin.
I had to talk with this person, and then he told me I'm gonna be successful in sports. I'm like, all right, cool. Matter of fact, I'm leaving. So I actually left on March 23rd, 2019. I remember the date.
Bro,
Bro, March 23rd, 2018 was my last day. I had to cut with him on March 21st. And I said, you know what? Give me 2 weeks. I don't owe nothing to you.
Nah.
And then after that, like, I left, and 2 days after that, I was like, you know what?
2 weeks just a courtesy anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't really start at Carolina until April because it was like a long process. Because the guy that was there, I was talking to, he only stayed there for a season, but he was transitioning. He always was transitioning out.
Okay, so you had your connection then was going out.
Yeah, facts. So, but yeah, once I got to Carolina there, I started off like the first like month or so in kind of recruiting, but literally, her name, she's the director of graphic design named Becca Bennett, and I got to owe so much to her for like helping me like fine tune my graphic design, because like honestly, like that's how I was able to like really catch the aspect of high efficiency of like output in graphics, but also too making good quality stuff. And like she was so patient with me. She was like, I could tell like you're creative. And I'm like, nah, I ain't no creative. Nah, I'm cool. So you'll be working with me by the season. I was like, nah, I'm not. Next thing you know, next week I was in her office, like already like working in the third. And I had basic knowledge of what I was doing some things, but she really kind of showed me the ropes. It was like she was there, director of graphic design. My boy Feder is like my brother. Like he was doing video at the time, but he didn't get there until after he coming back.
Okay.
There's another intern there. Her name was Victoria. She was a student graduating there, and then like Jeremy, he was like the director of like communication and brand or something like that. I can't remember his title.
The creative departments are all very like.
But that was the squad right there. You know what I'm saying? So just being completely all over them.
So when you got there, are you doing like creative media?
No, when I first got there, I was just doing like scouting and cutting film scout for coaches.
Okay.
But then once I switched it over, and then we had Devontae too. He was a student photographer that was doing all the photo shoots.
Okay.
And that's when he started, like, I told him I wanted to help out. When I started, he come in, like, bang out a couple, like, shoots and edit them and then send them out. And I was like, yo, I want to, like you
I'm trying to do that.
Yeah. So he got me in tune with that. Next thing you know, I'm just looped in with everybody there. And literally.
You good? I'm just restarting because I got to now.
Nah, for sure. It already been 23 minutes?
Yeah, we're good now.
Bet. But,
it's been, we running, dude. I'm
yeah,
telling you.
for sure. But literally, like, it was like, we was, like just in loop in tune with that, doing all the photo shoots in the third, just becoming creative. Like honestly, like
I feel like that's one thing I've noticed in college sports because I worked for NC State athletics in their creative department for like a year and a half.
Yeah,
and it's like your creative department does a lot.
Yeah,
like you're not just doing graphics.
Yeah,
you end up doing the photos.
Yeah,
you end up doing.
And this was just for football. It's not for athletics. You know what I'm saying?
Football is its own category.
Yeah,
which we'll get to that too because I think I was at the creative department roughly when you were leaving state.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, potentially.
Dang. Yeah, low key.
But either way, all right. So we're at Carolina.
Yeah,
you're starting to get into creative process.
Honestly, like that like team there, it was like with Jeremy, Becca, Feder, Victoria, like they like brought so much out of me. That was like really like my starting point, grounding point with that, and Devontae obviously too. But I was like felt so inspired just being around them, and like honestly, since they literally was kind of there with like that, helping me in a sense like explore my creativity. And also, like, be, like, confident in my work, too. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, Becca would tell me right or wrong if she liked what I did or not. But, like, during the time, like, if she said my stuff was fire, it's because she genuinely meant it. And she would tell me how to tweak things and like, move things. You know what I'm saying? But, like, but, yeah, no, it literally kind of, like, sparked everything there. So I was there for, like, 2 years. And then I was in Hawaii when I got a call from NC State at the time because Chanel had just left to go to Tennessee. So
okay. See, I was there when she was there.
Where?
Yeah.
Fire. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing.
Because she like ran the football department.
Yes, and ran it crazy well.
You
know what I'm saying?
Because
like
I worked under McLean.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
yeah. Him
so
and Chris.
Yes.
Yeah, him and Chris.
So like, honestly, like that's why I was like, the most scared going to that position because like she did it like she was crazy talented. And I'm like, yo, like I have no experience like how she did because she majored in design, I think, and she was like 5 different spots before that. I'm like, I'm as an intern going into that spot. Bro, like, I'm just sitting here just nervous. But Becca was like, yo, you're ready for it. You got to take it. Go ahead. But that's when I got to state in 2021. And that's when I met Maurice Moser. He's kind of like my counterpart. We came in at the same time. He's coming from, like, actually being a GA at Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern? Yeah, Georgia Southern.
Okay.
And
wait, what's GA?
Like a grad assistant.
Oh, grad assistant.
Yeah,
okay.
At Georgia Southern. And we both got there at the same time. I got a week before him, but we both got the same offer at the same time. So, like, going into the state, it was always just Mike and Mo. You know what I'm saying? That's like everybody was seeing us too. So I feel like we were a little like duo, a little rap group, and we do everything together. You know what I'm saying? And like at the time starting out, I was like, he was under me, but like I kind of make him say, yo, like I don't
sit next to me.
Yeah, and I saw him that it's like, yeah, but in that case, cause like I have no idea what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't tell you how to do no video. Like you expert in that way, you are too. So like,
I feel like that's the other thing in the graphic community too is like everyone has like the same goal.
Yeah.
But it's like how everyone gets there is completely different every single time.
And it's very competitive too, because people like to be very opinionated, and also too, like we are better than people. To me, I'm like, if we got the same goal, it don't matter behind the sense of like the opinions don't matter. Let's just get the job done. So
it's like, yeah, exactly.
We just mesh so well together, built a lot at State. And people think I was there for a long time. Like, no, I was only there for like one season, like a year and a half.
I thought you were there longer,
bro. Honestly, I was doing so much.
Dude, you end up doing so much.
Yes, and like day in and day out, like 7 days a week. I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Bro, you taking your shit home with you too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Even when you clock out, you take it home.
And the thing is, I remember asking because I was like throughout this whole time, always like thinking about next, like what I want to do, and like nothing was really fulfilling. That's why I feel like what the revitalizing part of like my creative journey was to figure out like what's my substance, and I realized that football wasn't my thing. So then, but just because it wasn't mine doesn't mean it wasn't somebody else's. Because I remember asking Mo like, yo, like what's your goal? What you want to do? He's like, bro, college football. At the time, obviously it's different, but like,
true.
I was like, I bet, but like, obviously I just realized that's not mine. I want to work in basketball. Little did I know, obviously, like my next job came through. I'm like, well, dang, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like it literally like something that way. And after that, it kind of just full self from there. But dipping over to more of the photography aspect, that's where the music brought into it. I shot my first concert in 2021, the Tribute Red Trip and Night Tour.
Where at?
At Red Hat.
Okay, amphitheater downtown. Okay.
And it was.
How'd you end up getting in there to shoot the photography?
To be honest, like this is my story. I obviously got to do whatever it takes to obviously get to like. I got credentialed and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I was shooting for like. I forgot what mag it was, but I like remember the rep that handled the credentials for Live Nation. I just emailed her like, yo, I'm shooting for a small publication. Like, can I just get in? They were like, yeah, like those credentials mad easy. Not that hard to get a good pass.
No, the main thing is it's just emailing somebody.
Exactly. Yes.
Just take it. People think you have to like know somebody to know somebody. No, like, dude, just be confident in your message, email, whatever. Just be like, hey, I do this, this, and this. I'm trying to shoot this.
And they literally, it's not. And they got credential for it. And literally with that, like, especially like if you start with small artists, and they obviously know people want to cover it. And once you get it one time, you like automatically get approved.
Every time.
Yeah. So,
every time.
It was Tribute Red, Sofago, and it was Sofago before Sofago now. Like,
yeah.
He was doing the earlier Sofago when people were still trying to discover who he was, but he didn't find his sound was different then than it was now.
Okay.
And
that what year was that?
2021.
21. Okay.
K Suave, I think his name K Suave 5A. He's one of Tribute's artists.
Okay.
And that was like my first concert I ever shot. But like I think an experience of it, like as soon as I like went there, I remember where I like, went, edit those. I ran back home after that and edited them and pushed them right out. Never knew what to do with it at all. I was shooting on like a.
When you first were doing it, did you take way too many photos?
Oh, bro, what? I shot like 3 songs, right? I shot like 1,500 photos.
Dude.
In 3 songs. Think about that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, first time I was doing concerts, I would come home and I'd have like 600, 700 photos for like 3 people. Yeah. And I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Bro, I was just bursting. I would just. Every movement. When they blink. Like, I don't know. So it took me a lot. Again, honestly, I only pulled like 3 photos from that concert.
Dude, every time though.
I didn't even look at the rest of them. I should go back and like look see which one I got. Because, I didn't look at the rest of them because like
you got the 3 you won. These are fire. These are it.
And I always want to go back and like see, but like, they're so deep into like my drives. Like I'm like 9 drives in to like it's been one of those. 9.
I believe it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
I'm on my 3rd, and I'm like I can't even tell you. I mean, I know what's on my first one. I have my first one by years.
Yeah,
but I was like,
that's the thing. I got so much. I think I on two people like how much I actually do. Like I got like a 12 terabyte, 6 terabyte, and like a bunch of 4 terabyte drives. Mm-hmm. So like think about how many drives, like how much stuff you got. If you
terabytes is a lot.
Exactly.
It took me. I had a 4 terabyte, and granted, the early stuff I did wasn't. I do way more now than I did then.
Yeah.
So it took me like 2-3 years to fill up a 4 terabyte.
Yeah.
And dude, I just got another one earlier this year, and I'm like blowing through it already.
Yeah, bro. But that's literally how like, I want to go back and like look through it, but that was really like my first one. I think the second one.
You consider yourself pretty organized as far as your document?
No. Bro. What? Untitled -1, Untitled -2, Untitled -3. I try to get organized. I try to, but like I just do so much at one time. Like I'll go back and have a week and I reorganize myself. But when I got in the heat of the moment, I'm just like exporting stuff out.
Untitled.
Man, what?
Crazy.
I feel like that's the reason why I think my hard drives they filled up because I was duplicating a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're not naming it, so it's just going.
But it's still a lot of stuff I did. But like, think about that though. Like, did I copy that over? And then copy again another photo just to make sure. You know
just
what I'm
to
saying?
make sure. Dang,
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember like my concert after that I shot, but like that's when I discovered my like love outside of sports. Like, dang, like this ain't football. I'm shooting something that I like, and I'm creating a moment. But at the time, I'm like, I'm not a concert photographer yet. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like experienced enough to be like, I'm a live music photographer. I don't remember my second concert I shot after that. After that, it just went. It just came.
It just started going. Yeah.
I remember it was there. Then it was like, not TLC. It was Salt and Pepper. It was
This is all like Red Hat stuff.
TLC. Yeah.
Okay.
I was doing a lot of Red Hat, and then the Walnut Creek. What's that one called?
Walnut Creek. I think it's what.
Was it? Not Coastal
No,
Credit.
it's Coastal Credit. Yeah, Coastal Credit Union now.
I was doing back and forth between those. Like I said, obviously you put in for shows, you see it come in there, you just get access into it. Shot Pitbull, Breezy, Baby. I remember it was a lot. I remember the third.
I remember your baby photos.
Which ones?
The ones.
I shot like 4
well,
times.
it might be the second. It might be the most recent one you did then.
Which one?
When they went on. What was their previous tour that he just went off of last year? It was fairly recent, but also it might have been a previous photo that I just saw recently.
It could have been either he came to Dreamville. Remember, the first he came
that was last year, right?
He came to Dreamville 2 years ago. No,
that was last year.
He came. No, he didn't come to Dreamville last year.
Are you sure?
He came in 2022.
Okay, well that might have been what I saw then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also went. I shot him at Breezy in 2022 as well.
That's what it was. It was the one with Breezy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The black and white one. I did the one with Breezy.
That was the one with Breezy.
That's the one
yes.
that got. He actually took that photo and used it for his birthday.
Oh shit! Really?
Like the Lil Baby and Friends birthday photo, but it got scraped like by this Asian company that used it. They stole my photo. So yeah, that's crazy ass about on that. But
happens everywhere. I see it everywhere.
Bro, what? Yes.
I see it everywhere.
But yeah, no, I think I answered the question on that. But like, yeah, that's more like how like, the music like and like the photography. That's why I said like
played the part
background into it. Of like follow my mesh. Like I love music. I love photography now. Like now here's what I want to go out into. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still got far ways to go. Like
for sure.
All I want to do like my next step is literally just like be the one day they hit up. I'm not stopping that, but it's not artists that like. I mean, they can't do that now
for sure.
But like if it's like the full time thing, like leaving my like 9 to 5 is to be like just
travel,
catching moments of photo. I gonna call it on an umbrella like being like a photojournalist, but like a live music photojournalist.
Oh, dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Did you ever watch that? God dang it, I can't remember. I always forget It's an LA documentary. It's with a cartoon and the photographer, cartoon, the tattoo artist.
Yeah,
it's him and whatever the photographer. I can't remember his name, and that kills me. It's him. It's a documentary on them two, and one of them was the tattoo artist, and one of them the photographer. And literally, it starts in the early '80s, and it follows them in LA, and how he was just running around. He had a camera. He was like one of the only people who had a camera.
Yeah.
At that time, and he was running around catching like Cypress Hill, and then fast forward, cartoons over here tattooing 50 Cent, and he's the one who's capturing all these moments just because he's like the only person with a camera.
Yeah.
And so they have all this documentation of like early Cypress Hill tours. Yeah. He's got the Alchemist, that group. What Kids in Play? No, yeah,
no, not like Kids in Play. No.
Not Kids in Play.
Yeah.
The Hooligans. That first group he's in with Scott Can, and like he's got photos of them like teenagers on tour, doing European tours with Eminem and all this stuff. But he's got all this documentation because he's the only person who has a camera.
Dang, yeah, no.
But he's talking about you doing the.
That's really what I wanted. What I feel like I love to want to do. I think now I feel like I kept myself in a small avenue to like only want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Rather than being more to it, because I want to be an artist in that.
And you're around like North Carolina artists
all the time.
Often.
Yes.
So it's like you.
Even like it's more. I think it's just artists in general. You know what I'm saying? But predominantly North Carolina artists. I'm saying. But,
yeah.
But yeah, like it's crazy in the sense of like how things really play out. I mean, I feel like in the sense of like having that mindset and goal is like and kind of staying like solid on my plans. Like those things like on the fly. You know, so.
And it's also like especially like a documentary-esque kind of mood like that. It's like you can't really plan for it.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to get to a point like you have all these collections of things that's happened. You're just collection, and then like one day you're gonna look back and be like, damn, I low-key can do something with all of this.
Yes, bro.
And you're gonna have 2 decades worth of just North Carolina artists.
Bro, and the thing is too, I think where it became majority of our work, like, I used to want to do straight concerts, being a pit, photo teams, agencies, it didn't switch more into actually being an artist direct. Once I met my boy Carnito. So you go to Southeast Camera, don't you?
Say again? Southeastern?
Yeah.
I usually go, the one, the one off over here off Atlantic?
Yeah. So my boy Cognito in there. All of them are fire. Like Hans, all of them are like crazy, skilled, talented.
Mm-hmm.
My boy in there, Cognito, he would say he was working down at a record shop in Atlanta, and that's when he met MF Doom, cause he went on tour with Doom over in
Crazy.
Europe. But you would never know that he just sitting there, just like mind his business in the camera shop. Like there are people there in Southeast that are like crazy, like skilled, talented, been places. They seen the world. They captured the world. Cognito has shot every single person you can imagine, and he just literally just sitting there, just minding his business, doing his thing. Asked about a camera for the 30. He'll give it, but like I don't remember what drove me to like just dive in there. I think I saw him when I was renting equipment for the Dreamville the first year I shot. Like he was in the pit.
Okay.
And we all took a big photo together, us all black photographers there. And I'm like, I know you shoot photography. He was on a film camera. He's like, yeah, man. I thought I want to walk out here and just like take the photos. I'm like, you can tell he OG when he just like came out here for certain ones, and we didn't see him in every single show. He's the one he wanted to shoot.
He shot the ones he wanted to shoot.
And the one it was right before the T.I. Jeezy. No, it's T.I. Was it Jeezy that year?
Yeah, Jeezy, because that was the 3 set, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
And Wayne, right?
T.I., Jeezy, Wayne, Drama. So, he was in there. Obviously, like that's his area.
That's what he wants.
But that's what made me go into. Then the next day when I had my camera equipment, and he was in there. I'm like, bro, like you ain't tell me on the things that I tell you a lot. Like I don't tell people what I do. Next thing you know, I see him on the story. He had a beat battle with like Ninth Wonder and all these crazy legendary producers. I'm like, bro, like you've been around. So I sit here and talk to him, and he just telling me about the story about Doom, because Doom one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like creatively. And
Doom's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of my pioneers to me. You know what I'm saying? So literally I was talking about that. He told me the story about how he met Doom in there. And he told me all the things.
He came into Southeastern?
Huh?
Doom came into South.
No.
Okay.
I
was like, yo,
no,
what?
That would have been crazy though. You know what I'm saying? But and I went back after seeing like Cognito's Instagram and scrolling, and he would show me
dude,
he does like his photojournalism on his Instagram. He just like puts his thing to the story about it.
And what's crazy is he probably doesn't even do it purposely.
He don't. He's like it's like here I'm sharing this with y'all, but like I ain't about to share I'm done with like sharing like look at me doing this on the third. It's like nah, I'm like sharing this moment with y'all. So like that's where I got my kind of like my inspiration from. To like dang, like the way it brought him so much joy, and I'm like that right when he told it to me, it clicked. I'm like that's what you need. That's what you right there feeling do, and I feel like that's what God's telling you to do. But in that way, like that's why I wanted to shift more into like focusing more on artists than the third. But I have no idea, no avenue way to get into that. You know what I'm saying?
Because when you're shooting all these concerts, are you still at NC State? Or are you left at this point?
This is a transition, like part of dibbling and dabbling both. My last concert before I left NC State was the Chris Brown Little Baby tour. One of them ones that was by Rolling Loud. The first stop was here in Raleigh.
Okay,
and that's
I did see that. I remember seeing that.
That was
being
the photo burst. That's the first time I did the photo burst. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, yes.
The
photo burst. That shit went crazy on.
Yes, that's the first time that post got over 1,000. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
so slight little side dive. Where does Bobby come into play with this?
Dang, bro. Okay.
Because Bobby has told me this story, or not story, loosely told me the stories of y'all linking.
Yeah.
God, dude, when did we do it? When we shot that Sunshine or Ain't No Heroes,
the
projector one.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and that's the first time I'd ever heard it. And I was like, okay, so tell me about.
Honestly, that's the reason. Like Bobby, the reason I met Victor.
Okay, that's what.
And Nets and Madrid and Ruben. Honestly, you like everybody. Like, that's how, the Bobby was on the start of all that. So obviously, like being in Raleigh, you know about just like everybody knows other people. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, before I knew Bobby, I met Poobie beforehand. Okay. And I didn't know that Bobby and Poobie were cool with Mez. Yeah. So I went to 2019, the first Dreamville Festival when Mez was performing. We went to his pop-up. Me and my boy Cotton went to his pop-up at Social Status. Okay. And yo, there's artist out here in the third. Like he's from South Side to the pop-up. I'm like, for sure. And like Cotton raps. He didn't go by Chris Jordan, but he like raps too. From like. Of course, like we're gonna just pop out in there. So and but Mez was playing Tekken with his fans. I always bring up the Mez all the way at time too about like my rematch. Yeah. But it's a crazy story how these all loop together. We go there in the third. I just got this clip of like me playing Mez and like it was like Tekken 3. It was like this like the whole the remakes of the PlayStation.
Yeah, you got all the individual or whatever. Yeah.
So he was going there just playing like Tekken with his fans.
Just back and back. Yeah.
So and obviously that's the first thing I went to. We're there, met Mez. First time I took a picture with him, and then. Literally, like the next event, me and Crystal went to was Mez was doing a toy drive the next year, I think. of like I think it was Christmas toy drive, and that's where I met Poobie at, because like Poobie was helping them, I guess, like with like getting more involved. I guess like he said like, yo, if you want to get more involved and helping out with yada yada some third, I forgot what it was, to hit Poobie. So I went over there and got Poobie information.
Yeah, because he does a lot of stuff.
Bro, Poobie for the people. You know what I'm saying? He like, I ain't gonna comparison. He the Nipsey at Raleigh though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to.
Bro, Poobie is.
I would love to have a conversation with him.
Bro, you think of Raleigh, you think of Poobie, like think about that. Like, he just so like intelligent, and aside from that, he just so aware. He just stands for so many things. Like, everybody supports him. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that kind of like, that's where things started to bridge around, where I got to meet with Bobby, because it was me and Poobie and Ray that we went to go eat at Murray Street one time, because I knew Hoops Ray.
Yeah.
I knew him just from being in the basketball-ish type of world. And this all still before I left state. This is
because you said we're in 2019 now, right?
Yeah, this is 2021.
Okay, 21.
Yeah. This is the first time meeting Mez, but like actually reconnecting with Mez and all them was like really like more after that.
Okay.
But like I said, I had to drop like small points on my meeting for people impressions before I get to like that point. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because you kind of have to.
It's small backstory to lead up to.
You have to kind of build your repertoire.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was like Soul Food. Poobie had an event called Soul Food.
Okay.
And it was like,
I remember that actually.
Yes.
I remember seeing that. Yeah.
He actually had Soul Food. I think was it 2020 the first one, or 2021? I think it's 2020. He had Soul Food. I think. No, I bought my camera in 20.
Oh, so you didn't even have a camera? You didn't have your own camera until when?
I think October 2019 or 2020. October 2020 when I had my first camera.
Okay. And you're renting, or you're just borrowing from the school?
But at Carolina, I was just borrowing.
Yeah.
But I never took it home, though.
Well, yeah. You're just taking to whatever you're going to shoot.
Yeah, but I bought my first camera, the Canon EOS R, in 2020. So, obviously, when I come out there and took photos at Soul Food the first year, it was in 2021 I think he had it. But, and do some video there. But, aside from that, like, I meet, like, Ray there, and then that's when I met Bobby. Bobby was standing there, and I was recording things, and then literally Ray was like, yo, can you tell, like, he's like, yo, can you ask him when his album coming out, and had it on camera. And that's why I think Bobby had dropped, like, the Ugly Duckling, I think, or, like, 2 years after that. I don't know.
Well, Ugly Duckling came out 2013.
Yeah, no, so that's the last time he dropped something, though, I thought.
Yes,
you know
last project.
Yeah, so, like, that's when, like he was, like, talking about that on the video, and he was like, yeah, like, 2021 guaranteed. Obviously, Bobby never dropped it. I got it on video footage, though. But aside from that, like, that's when, like, Bobby connected me through Instagram. Then he's like, y'all got things you want to shoot, you do video. I'm like, no, but I can figure it out.
That's it. And that's what he said. He was like, Mike did no videos.
Bro, at all. And he's like, bro, like, I want you to do some music video. I'm like, nah, I never tried music video before in my life. But like, we're going to figure it out if you want to.
Yeah, for sure.
So, honestly, that's where I thought honestly, I put up him first, and with just, like, him, Poobie, and some of the other people too, just like kicking at his crib. That's where I met TJ Warren at Bobby's spot.
You mentioned TJ, yeah.
He was staying at off near Glenwood, and it was just capturing like just Bobby's like day. You know what I'm saying? And we did this one video with him just like rapping, like doing. Like Bobby's very like he has a lot of creative like insight on things he wants anyway.
For sure.
And some of them had nothing to do with his music at all. It was just like, bro, I want you to shoot me. I'm out here just like put his headset on and the third. I'm like just walk around, yada yada, boom boom.
What's like when we did the projector shot? It's
right, you know what I'm saying?
It's him in front of a projector.
Yes.
And the video projector is some video that Victor showed him that's like in Europe, and it's like a whole video, but the whole thing's in reverse.
Oh, for real?
And yeah, so it's like you can't, but it's like he already had the video in his head. Like he was like, yeah, I want to use this video.
Dang.
And he was like, yeah, here, I'm just going to stand up. And he got the all white outfit on so it actually reflects or whatever onto him. But yeah, that's literally, it was like, he's already got all of it in his head.
So we were literally doing this first video, and like, it wasn't even a music video. It was like, he was also doing,
Here you go.
And that's what there is.
That was the first, that was the next 23.
I was worried, what? Were there another 23? Another 29?
Yeah, we're at 40-something minutes now.
Dang.
Say again.
It's going to be a full run?
Yeah, it's going to be full length.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you're literally going to get a half a second break in between each clip.
Yeah,
but you're also like 23 minutes in, so it's literally, so you're going to be watching and be like, you're going to see a little just, and then that's it. And so I'm like, you'll be fine. And even when you're running just the podcast, because it's on, I'll have all this stuff on Spotify and Apple. So it's like you can listen to it and you're just going to hear
Oh, fire.
Split second, and then it's just gonna keep going.
For sure.
So a split second out of an hour and some change.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Dang. But back to the story. Yeah. And we had shot that video. TJ pulled up, and he was just sitting in the corner. That's when I first met him there too. And the next day I pulled up, was like shooting Bobby and his friends. And then Bobby was like, yo, want to like, I think he was like, at the time still going through Raleigh Denim.
Okay.
And making stuff.
Yeah,
And like making music there. So he told me to pull up one night. And that's my first time I met Victor. And I was just kind of recording Bobby, I think there. We put up one night before, because Victor wasn't there. Like, the first time I pulled him there, like, it was like at nighttime.
Bobby just got keys.
Yes. He put up there, it was like me, him, was it Nance at the time? I think. But like, and I follow on like, we all follow each other on like Insta. We never like met in person.
Yeah.
But
it's always crazy knowing. It's one thing to follow somebody, but it's always crazy to follow someone for a long time and then meet them in person. Because I think even with you, I hadn't followed you because I didn't officially meet you till Oe's thing.
Which one?
Oe's pop-up event, not pop-up, his art show.
No, it was the art show was after Dreamville. We met like last year in Dreamville at in Victor's shop.
Yes, it was.
You took a photo.
I took that photo of you.
Yeah,
that was
I'm
the
like
Big Blends night.
Yes,
the night Big Blends was in there.
Yes, he
okay.
was like, no, it was like my artist like to that. I'm like, oh shit, what's up, bro?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's what we met, and you took that photo. But yeah.
Okay, either way,
that's how I met in the third. And one time we went there again too. Victor was in there, and me and Victor kind of got hit off. But like, Victor is a very slow progression. We kind of get to meet him. You know what I'm saying? Because like Victor is very like, I don't know like who he like.
He knows what he
knows who his friends are. Obviously, but he's also a very like very social person. Like,
yes, he is.
Loves to come meet new people.
He's gonna make you talk.
But it's like it's different from trying to being like he like you being really dear and close to him. You know what I'm saying? So it took time off from that. I think honestly, like every time I was in there, Bobby was in there, I was in there with him, just shooting something. We were just shooting random things, and then like it got to the point where I like started like bringing my own stuff in there and like not just shooting
his stuff.
I was just like
his own stuff.
Exactly.
You
know what I'm saying? So like it literally was just like transitioning that way too. So but even on that side, it was like...
Would you bring in, like, your graphic stuff in there?
I'll bring my laptop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I would actually... It changed even more than that. I was going to concerts at Red Hat.
Right down the street.
And I was moving from Red Hat, going straight to the Victor spot. Actually, I edited the Trippie Red concert in Victor's shop, actually, because we met in Victor and all them in the summer of 2021.
Okay.
By that time, October, I was already...
Yeah, you already... Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's where I met Victor in that third, and I think that I forgot how me and Victor like really kind of hit it off closely in there. But just being around him and how he's making all this stuff,
he's very like it's hard to not feel creative leaving that space.
Yeah, you're right. And I think Victor's literally said like meeting people that's cool. I'll meet in there, but you have to be working on something here. And I think that's where it came from. Because obviously, like it got to the point where Bobby wasn't being there, telling him I'd be in there. Okay, so I ain't about to sit here and Bobby here to shoot, and I'm out shooting Victor sometimes. Like we were working on some stuff. So I would go in there like, after work, literally drive straight down to Valley Denim and park in there and just work. That's how it transitioned to me and becoming close with Victor. And honestly, with me and Victor, honestly didn't like, you know how he'll like work on pieces with you.
Yeah.
Me and Victor didn't work on like we never worked on something together until the pants I made for my first jersey.
And what year was that?
23.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it took 2 years, but like aside from that, like it was really just kind of I see like what Victor was doing, really kind of like really building. I think we both saw the potential of like, hey, like he saw where I was at and where he could help me. I think also too is like seeing like where he was at and like the like insight and the new freshness I bring him to. Everything was kind of just in harmony, you know. But yeah, that's how I really met Bobby. But obviously, coming and Bobby is where I met Victor and Nance and Ruben and Madrid,
the whole crew,
you, everybody. You know what I'm saying? But
there's a lot of meetings in there,
bro. Yes, general. It all, bro. Like, honestly, that's like the one place I feel like I just feel like myself. That's like even when I come home, like I have every time I come home, I hit Victor like, yo, you want to be in the curatory? He's like, yeah, or like he'd option to be in the farm a lot, but like maybe anything else. Like every time I can get in there, I would like pull up in there. Even sometimes when I first moved to Charlotte, I was still coming back here
just to go there.
Bro. Like, I need to get some inspiration. Yo, what y'all doing this weekend? Bobby said pull up. And then we used to stay there till like 2-3 in the morning.
Dude,
bro. What you know how it is.
It gets you show up at 9, 10.
Bro, yes. Y'all go out, go get some snacks, come back in.
It turns in at 2 a.m. real quick.
Yes, bro. And the thing is, too, that's where I think we all were literally just sharpening our own skills. Because, like, Madrid, at first, I was starting his DJ, and he was practicing DJing. Like Ruben was in there cooking up stuff for Saba, and then like Bobby was in there getting his rhymes in. But like, and I think we never even saw it each other is like, and I think too with me is like, you know, in fact, obviously when you're doing something with a camera, you expect money in the third. Right?
Eventually, yes.
You know what I'm saying? But sophomore, that was like we were just sharpening skills because like Bobby would pull that out of me to like start doing video, and I'm like, yo, it gave me much insight to like to be able to learn how to even like just shoot more his ways,
do it,
and continue doing it and find a love for doing it. But like he really kind of like just like helped me sharpen my skills in those ways because by indirectly just knowing that by just challenging me. You know
and
what
that's
I'm
the advantage of like having just like a space like that where it's like even if you're getting no actual income out of it, whatever, but you're going out like I've made myself or unintentionally gone in and came out with new things on my camera I didn't know I could do.
Yeah.
Or like images or like certain whatever you want to like I didn't know I could capture it, and so we were sitting there 2 hours in. And I was like, oh, what if I do this? Yeah. And I came out and I was like, bro, we shot 2 hours worth of footage. I don't even care about that. I want this shot.
Yes.
And I didn't even know I could do that shot until we set it up 2 hours in.
Yes.
And now I'm like, I gotta use it. I gotta do it again.
Bro, yeah. And it's something crazy about that. Just like being in that space, energy in there. You know what I'm saying?
It's different in there,
bro. It's so different. And I think too is like having that like finding your kind of like your safe haven for where you want to create. Like that's what I call this garden. Is that like is essential when it comes to like being pivotal what you want to do, you know? But honestly, there's so many moments we're making in there. Like a lot of the things, honestly, that's kind of where I sparked inspiration for even my jerseys in there. And I think I had no interest in fashion design.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Victor took me my first fashion week. I never been a part of New York Fashion Week until Victor. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's crazy how like yes, all the things were kind of destined to happen, but like really like all that came through me and Bobby, and then Bobby really kind of like
branched it out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, bro, that's literally how, like, I know it's a very long shot, but that's how I met Bobby. And then same thing with Ruben in there. One time he put me in there, and Ruben was working on, like, I think Saba had just dropped, what's the album after Care For Me? I can't remember what
that one he just, with the chain link fence?
With the flowers and stuff?
Yeah. I don't remember the name of it.
But Ruben was working on, like, the graphics for the pop-up parties that they were doing.
Yeah.
And I'm
like,
he
did, like, the whole tour. And
and I'm like, yo, like, he looked so familiar. And I remember, like, Bobby was talking about, my boy Ruby doing the covers. We actually shot a cover, and he sent a photo of Ruben. Ruben did one of the covers for it. It was the one Bobby had a thing over his face. It was like orange and green and inverted colors. I forgot what song.
That's what he just did, right? Sunshine.
No, it was a low.
Oh, it was a low one. Okay, never mind then.
But that's when I met Ruben. I was like, yo, like, this look familiar. And like, he's like, yeah, bro. I'm like, do stuff for like Saba. And I remember I was like, where's Saba out there? Ruben. Somebody named Raleigh that lives here and like does stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you Ruben? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, I'm Mike Jones.
Right, yeah.
And like hit it off right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But same thing, even with Nance too. Honestly, story for learning with Nance. The first time when I met Nance, I was like, bro, I didn't know he was just tall.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I thought he was just short. You know what I'm saying? But Nance is like low-key a little tall.
I literally played basketball with him and AJ yesterday.
Yeah.
No, Friday.
Yeah.
And I was just like, he literally was like, him and AJ are like the tallest people out there.
Yeah. And I think too, I didn't know his first name was Christian. I was like, who's like? I thought his name was just Nance. Yeah. I was like, oh, he's one of the people that just have one name.
I still call him Nance.
Well, no, everybody calls him Nance. But I thought he had no first or last name, just Nance.
Just Nance.
Yeah. So that's why I'd be like, people want to say our engagement with him. Everything like I say to him has a ton with Nance in it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I didn't know he was that tall when I first met him. But literally, I don't know. I was very grand, had nothing to do with anything. But yeah, that's how I met him. Obviously there too, because he was also Bobby was inviting him over, and Drake was rhyming. Nance was rhyming, like Victor was working on stuff, and honestly, like that's where I met Owen too. And the first time I met Owen was Victor was like, this is all the time we were all kind of in tune now, being like Victor considered me one of his friends.
Yeah.
He was like, we're all about to go dress up in my clothes, and we're going to the Carolina Ballet.
Yeah. And
we're going to go sit in Carolina. So like, Victor's obviously Victor like doesn't make the sizes for you to go in there and fit. It's like random sizes.
Yeah.
So we were all in clothes that didn't fit us, but we didn't care because, like, honestly, that's obviously what part of Victor taught me not to care about what people would think about me. Just like, as long as I love it, it's the only one that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
So we all got dressed up in his clothes. It was like me, Bobby. That's where I met Colin at. Too. It was me, Bobby.
Yeah, Colin Trex, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We all went, and before we left, this other dude here with this blonde, crazy hair, this crazy ass like jean like.
That man.
Like suit, I think they called it like some type of Lamborghini type of like suit that him and Victor made, and these Mason Margiela shoes on. I'm like, who is this weird dude that just walked in here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he didn't care. I'm like, no, I like the energy because he don't care like what people
Not
think.
a fuck,
you know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Does not care.
And he's like, yo, bro, what's up, bro? I'm OE in a third. And he's a hella energy. You know that spot he always do.
Yeah, every time.
Hella high energy. So literally, we went there, walked to Benny's on in downtown.
Yeah,
got pizza. You know how big the pizzas are. At Benny's.
Slices.
That's
massive.
honestly the pizza you saw me walking in.
Yeah, you had
at
two
Dreamville.
like this.
Yes, bro. Benny's is my spot. So like literally, and honestly, I think it's Benny's. Every time I think of Benny's, because like I think Bobby, homie Jamar loves Benny's.
Really?
Like he loves Benny's. Like that's his spot too. But aside from that, like Jamar was there too. That's why I met Jamar.
Yeah.
Even before that, I met Jamar because we did a video outside of Bobby's car. Jamar was driving. And it was like a video.
Jamar's in so many videos of Bobby.
Bro. I got so many like unreleased video, like his video that me and Bobby did. Like I let him push it on his time, but like I got so much stuff that me and Bobby did on some of his things we never did, never put out. But yeah, like we all got dressed up, went to Benny's, ate like one slice of pizza, just left 2 big boxes of pizza, 3 boxes of pizza there, and walked to the ballet, and just sat in the ballet. They took us behind stage. We got to meet some of the dancers in the third during the intermission, and then got back out. Saw the ballet in the third, took the photos, and went back to the spot, and we just kept cooking up. But yeah, that's like how I met all of them. And next thing you know, we all in Fashion Week. Like the next that following like the next following year in 2022.
2022,
in February in Fashion Week.
That was the White Room, right?
Yeah, that's at Daylight Studios in New York. So crazy experience.
So okay, first jersey before that Fashion Week or after?
Nah, it was after.
Okay, all right. So
both jerseys were in 23.
Okay,
I didn't start making the FC jersey until.
So how did those come about? Well, actually, at what point? So at this point, we're 2023-ish. Is Violet a thing yet?
Violet's a thing in 21.
Okay, so talk about
Prematurely
Violet.
Violet in 21.
Talk about Violet.
Dang. So this all came off the point where like I wanted to like monetize like my I guess my skill set, graphic design, photography.
Yeah.
On legal standpoints, I want to get LLC. Don't want to skip the sole proprietorship, whatever it's called. I wanted to like have like a business LLC. So for a minute, I was like trying to figure out what names of like doing like what name it want to be. And before I was like the garden or the yada yada, something creative, like something like very abstract. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so have
like
a cool name.
Yeah, like I mean, what Kenny Beats has, the cave.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then Jack Harlow's got Private Garden.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I wanted something that's like catchy, but nothing was clicking. So it took me around like a couple months to figure out what came out of Violet. But Violet came up a point with like Crystal's poetry name was Honey Lab Souls. So obviously Lavender in there, and like but I remembered off that before.
Because when did y'all meet?
2018.
Oh, okay, so I've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then aside from that, when I was in college, it was I used to have these very vivid dreams of like just like seeing things and messaging things. I feel like God was speaking to me in those ways. But every time I had those vivid dreams that I would learn about later on in life, the sky would be purple. So that was a tie in there too as well. Aside from all that, like I love playing Tekken. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too, we're gonna get back to the loop of how I met, like how me and like Mez became kind of cool. Obviously, I'm through Victor and Bobby as well. But we literally, I used to love playing Tekken all the time, and literally one of my favorite characters from there, aside from Eddie Gordo, his name was Lee, but he had an alter ego named Violet, and his hair was turned purple. And he was like this like smooth, suave dude, like he was like cool.
Okay.
Some third, and I'm like, damn, like that's like all of them kind of tied into each other with that way. So I just stuck with Violet. Like, all right, now I want to be Violet Gardens and Violet this and Violet 4. At one time, it was Violet 4 a.m.
Violet 4 a.m.
Yeah, because like the number 4 in a.m. like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, yeah.
Because obviously in the time frame that like a lot of like creatives like they cook up late night.
Oh yeah,
you get most inspired like 1, 2 in the morning.
You get your most inspiration when you're prematurely sleep deprived.
Yes.
You're hitting that 12 a.m., 1 a.m. when you're about to clock out, and then all of a sudden you're like, boom, and then you look at the clock and it's 4 a.m. and you're like, why am I still down here?
That's exactly what that was 4 a.m. for that. But like, I want to like cut that off. I'm like, I don't know why I'm gonna just try to stick with Violet for a little bit. I'm like, and I don't know how it would be. But then that's where the logo came a point too. Is like, I'm very big on like perception, and I think that like what people think Violet is one thing, but it can be completely reversed and flipped. It's not. Obviously, taking mine too is that like you see how the logo is that like it's inverted, it's like it's flipped and reversed.
Okay.
So you only can see it if you're like there's only time I've seen it with the spell Violet was I was at my dog Amber Nichols. She's like the GM for the Go-Go,
okay,
the DC team. she had a camp here in Raleigh called For the City, and one of her people that was holding the camp had like a video. Like, we were all here. He was like doing a video like this, and like so obviously the front facing camera on the iPhone like flips it, and then he was facing this way. So like my hat was tilted this back way, and then like you can see like the only way I've seen like Violet be spelled out like actually how Violet is. But like I have it flipped in so ways because obviously you know how your eye works that like everything is basically flipped in reverse. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You're
so
seeing the way you're seeing thing is almost upside down.
Exactly. So that's one thing. Like you're not really going to understand and see Violet from this perspective until you like take this perspective and like wait, I don't see it then, so change another perspective of it, but not be the same one.
Yeah.
So that's how the logo came out, it being upside down and what's the name.
And people, dang.
Yes. You know, so
that's deep, too.
I dig it deep with it, you know what I'm saying? Because I want everything to be that way, because like, it's not what you think of it at first, you know what I'm saying? And
it's more than just what you're reading.
And I would tell people I see it and ask them what they think, what it is here, and then they would never see what it says. And so I say, it's Violet. They'll be like, okay, now I see it. As they're taking the time, they'll be like, okay, now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
damn, that's smart too, though.
Yeah, bro. So that's
Genius.
how partially it came open, like it started, and then I think I was running small things out of that. And honestly, at the time in 2021 was when I met 2020 I met my people Jazz and Sand that ran the Black Originals TBO, and they kind of gave me my first kind of photography gigs.
Okay.
Right? And then honestly, going into that prematurely before Violet even was official, my first like freelance shoot was for East Bay and Champs. The Jordan 25th anniversary Jubilee. Okay. 11 that came out, so I ran a campaign with them.
Yeah.
So they sent me the shoes. They had my dog Taylor Houston. I also Jazz too. Some part in it.
Because I met her last year. I think, yeah.
She pulled through there too.
Yeah.
But they like sent me the shoes. They would just cook up this campaign. I got them. So then did the campaign. It was crazy. First time I ever doing an even show. I used my brother as like CJ. I used him as like the model for the things, and then sent it back for them. They loved it, pushed it out. The next one I had like the Jordan 3s, the next like following a couple months after that, I did those.
So they're sending you shoes to shoot a campaign for, basically.
Yeah, they did shoot
before they're out.
I don't know. Yeah, the Jubilee was out before it was out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the 3 I think was already. I don't know. I can't remember. But the Ray Guns, like the Nike Ray Guns, the Kyrie's, the Converses, I shot those too. But yeah, before obviously East Bay kind of filled through. But talking about that, like TBO came like my first opportunities to like do freelance stuff. I did another Foot Locker and Champ shoot with them for like the cozy like women's line. So I actually drove up to Charlotte prematurely, not knowing I was moving to Charlotte. Drove up to Charlotte, and we did like a whole day of shooting for their like models and everything. Yada. So that was like literally like on all those ways. Like I need to have like my stuff like intact. How Jazz and operate with the Black Originals.
Because it's like when you get to that certain point, it's like you kind of realize you're like, damn. As much as I've been doing this off the dome, like just making it run, you're like, for me to be able to do these next things, to do like you like to have these collaborations with these bigger companies, it's like you have to do it right.
Yeah, bro. So honestly, Jazz and Sam really taught me to like have that like that structure and be like moving officially like that. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah. We was
Yup.
Yeah, we was really doing
keep checking. Bro, I'm taking no more L's on that shit. I can't do it. I cannot do it again.
So we was doing they just really kind of show me in ways like that because they were like I'm doing people to like throw me just shooting gigs. And this is the time too is like I said, my timeline is so like jumping back and forth, but everything makes sense. It's like when I tell my story. It's like you ever seen Star Wars? It goes 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, never in order.
Or like the Avengers. Like they tell the whole storyline. They go back. That's really how like everything plays out. You know what I'm saying?
But it's also we talk about how things not necessarily loop back around, but it's like full circle. You talk about your first NHL game. Never been to an NHL game before. 2024, you're designing jersey for them. So it's like even though the timeline itself isn't in order, the whatever you do in 2023 goes all the way back to 2019, 2018. 2021 going back to 2023. It's all unintentional, but it all comes back.
It is. That's why I feel like people you meet in your life and like even some substance you feel behind it, like whatever like I guess the capacity that they're gonna fit in your life. If it's not me working with them, that's gonna happen out. You know what I'm saying? So,
even if it's not right then and there, it'll still
facts, bro. So literally on that end, I forgot what I was saying.
We're talking about going to Charlotte.
Oh yeah, for the cozy shoot, we knocked that out, did that. And then, obviously, after that, I was like, yo, I really want to, like, by that time, like, I think Violet was already official, my LLC. But I was like, yo, I really want to, like, created that. So like, I didn't want this to be just photography. So like, I can't just do like file it this and the third. That's why I did studio. Cause like in like full spectrum, I remember I was like taking like my dog Jax to the overnight stay.
Okay.
And it was at this building in Cary, like called Rough House. And at the building, I got there and like this building. So I felt energy. I'm like, this might be my low key my studio in a couple years. So I'm like, I had that thing like no, like that's where Violet Studios came apart. So literally seeing that building, I'm like, yo, like this isn't like it's supposed to be like no type of like dog type of like I never told why it's at all about the building I had. So like I'm this a recollection to see this now. So when actually like that comes to fruition in the third,
yeah,
like, how it's supposed to, we date back and like, yo, this is you heard it
yeah,
here,
you
know
heard
what I'm
it
saying?
here.
So but yeah, so then that's why I added the name Studios to that, and then that's how that became up. And then little did I know that like I was getting more jobs outside of photography for Violet, which the jerseys, do a couple campaign banners, project banners for PNC. I was doing artist banners there. It was a lot of things that kind of came out of that way. So yeah.
And for reference, the jerseys talking about Charlotte FC. It was the Black History Month.
Black Excellent one. That was Juneteenth. Yeah. But Black Excellence for I can't remember. Black Excellence Night for Charlotte FC. So they had the Black Excellence jerseys, which I like designed the numbers on the back. And honestly, that came through. Honestly, I started out in Victor's shop doing that. I actually like came up with the concept ideas in Victor's shop.
Did you have the idea before you had the idea for the jerseys?
No, like literally they came into the prompt. My dog Taylor Banner, she actually was here in Raleigh for a minute, but she moved to take the job at FC. Hit me about doing like I've never done like that before. I'm like, okay, like
because at that point you've never done jerseys.
It was not like in my area of focus that I wanted to do. I want to come here to straight shoot. I got Charlotte. Like Charlotte is like a big hub for creatives shooting at third. Like I only want to focus on my photography in that way. So then from there, I think honestly came to the scope. I couldn't figure out how to like do anything while I was in Charlotte. So I drove back to Raleigh. Victor was in there. I forgot what he was working on at one time. And I was like, Victor, I got this like jersey. I told him about it. He was the first one I told my family. Well, I didn't tell my family for a minute until like close to the protest. Victor honestly was the first one I told. And Chris was like externally. So he's like, we pulled this brown paper out. He always does. He said like, get to writing. So I was out here just writing everything down in my head about it. And that's how that first concept came up of it. But yeah, and then that came out a couple month process. And the jersey debuted it in June 23. And yeah, it's basically called like Excellent Was a Dream. Excellent Was Once a Dream. It's basically like I painted like a sky, and it was a gradient from like purple to orange to blue. It was representing like music in honor of music, paying homage to like the music and like creative and arts in the Carolinas. So obviously the things like every like measure or like level of excellence all started with a dream. You know what I'm saying? So like obviously John Coltrane, J. Cole, all this stuff that started with dreams at first. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted to like push that message through. You know what I'm saying?
Because they ended up it felt very dreamy.
Yeah, bro.
Even just seeing it online, it felt very dreamy.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like Cloud-esque.
It is,
Yeah.
Yeah. And it went so well with their jerseys too, the crown jewel kit, and FC's. They were like at this time they were 2 years into being new.
Yeah, they were early.
You know what I'm saying? But the crowd was wild. Like I went there to the game experience was wild. First time I ever at a soccer game in my life.
Bro, we went to Charlotte because when did the season start? When does the season start for soccer?
February.
I was in Charlotte this past February, and I swear I think it was opening night.
February 24th.
Yeah. And I lit it everywhere.
Yes,
bro. People decked out.
Bro, they went crazy. Just for that being 3 years into their being new.
Yeah. Because I think I was out towards Midtown.
Yes.
And dude, everyone scarves, jerseys, all that everywhere.
Wild. That was my first ever like professional soccer game I went to, and it was like wow, because like I didn't really get to enjoy the game. They gave me a suite every in third and kind of honored me, but like my fam was in the suite, everybody was in the suite, but like I was walking around just like thanking everybody for coming.
I think I remember seeing you being all over the place.
Bro, I was literally every single place. I was taking pictures of everybody. Like I was going down, going up, yada yada. They brought me out to like the field, beginning of the game, do all like the pregame stuff, watch the team come out. That was some of the guys up there. But like literally, like I was in my suite for a maximum of like 7 to 10 minutes the whole game, and just part of that was when I was just so happened to be caught in there at halftime, and they played my video on the
like the monitor, or whatever. Yeah.
So I got it had that moment with everybody that was in the suite. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, like I was walking around just like telling thanking everybody in the third. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I wish I would have sat in my like.
True,
sat
but
down
also it's
and
like
did it
you
again.
got to enjoy this
I know,
at least
you know
a
what I'm
little
saying?
bit.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so Violet. Was that all through Violet or was that all through Mike Jones?
I was Violet at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because now at this point,
as Mike Jones. And
yeah. Because at this point, you are Violet.
Yeah. And that's too. I'm like, people don't realize that. Like, I think that like obviously my name is so catchy that people just automatically remember that. But like,
I want a little bit of a precursor.
You know what I'm saying? Remember a name, but like, people don't realize that I go by my artist name is just Violet. I just go by Violet, but people don't. Sometimes people, I guess, take people to like transition off that. So like, I don't really grade people when I'm doing that. I don't really kind of say it as well, but like, yeah, I really kind of live myself into those like, to, like become Violet. You know what I'm saying?
But you're like, that's not necessarily your persona, but it's like this is the I don't want to say character. But like this is like the entity. This is the entity
it's the
that
alter
you have.
ego, the same way how it was in Tekken. Like the guy's alter ego was Violet with them.
Yeah.
I'm always worn somebody like always purple. Like this is an amethyst wristband. It's like my birthstone is an amethyst coming in February, but like always have purple on me. You know what I'm saying? So like in those ways, always carrying like purple like crayons, paint. You know, it says Violet. Everything. You know what I'm saying? I even got these Violet mints because we got me like these Violet like mints that like they taste like very floral, but like yeah. So, but everything, bro, I keep it with me, and I think.
But it's also like you have to, like you should, because that's like this is what I'm trying to do. This is like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it 100%. I'm a full out do it.
Yes, bro. And I think it's even with that, like I never wanted to live in a retail space with it, but like my boy Bean, he used to own the Nest in Durham at times, a custom shop that we used to go to get a lot of like custom made like prints and he did merchandise there, a lot of merch.
You talking about caps?
Yes. Bean, yes, he did caps in there too.
Yeah.
He honestly was the first person to ever give me that hat. That's my profile pic. He gave me that randomly because he was like, "Yo, you need to wear this." You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I got one of his hats in there.
I'm like, "No, I'm cool." But like, he came out one day and had a trigger for me. He had it printed out there. I'm like, I forgot what it was. I forgot what I needed for beforehand. Was something would have it print out with Violet on there. And I gave him the logo or something. But like, he ended up walking out with it.
He ended up coming out with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, found that like I was like, you know what, you're right. So I did like 2 T-shirts with him. With like I had an idea within the third, and like y'all wanted like, can you help me with this in the third? So I helped him with that, paid him for it. He still just like did some hats for me, and he did like 2 of the shirts. I think one shirt had like Violet in the front and the back. It was like a picture of, like Kanye. It said like I can't remember what it said. It was like this crazy distorted thing. Oh, like what is it? What did I say on the back? It said something about being like, as some people call you, dang, I can't remember.
It's good.
It was something powerful too.
I'll hit up Caps and I'll get him to send it to me.
Nah, I got the photo on my phone. I know we can.
Because I know he's doing his fashion show here soon too.
Yeah,
I think next month.
I gotta be here for that.
Yeah, I got my tickets already.
Dang, where my phone at?
How many phones you got? What you mean?
2, my bad. Here it is. I got a picture of it. And I think that's where like I had like did it.
And that was your first time seeing it,
bro? Yes.
On clothing.
Mm-hmm. But I did I had to see what that Kanye thing was though. Cause now
what hat do you have on right now?
Oh, this Rebus. It's like a black designer. It's a fashion brand. Okay. They did like a collab with Union for Complex Con.
Ah, okay.
So, but this is one of my favorite hats though too.
It's clean. I like.
Yeah, I actually found out about this brand. My boy Mike Carter put me on to him. We was down in Miami in 2022. Mm-hmm. He took me down there while he was down there on off-season like training, and he had wore this shirt. It was like a brown one. And he was like, "Yeah, it's like this new like black designer." Like he might put me on all the like new fashion like designer brands like earlier on.
But it's always nice too, like because like literally like me going back, I'm like, "Yo, who's that hat?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, in fact, and the thing too is like it's like the professional players like he played for the Cardinals. Like all them like they're on brands a lot of time before the general public like adapts it.
For sure.
So like that's when I was like, okay, it's kind of fire. So when I saw it, the hat, I'm like, I don't really stepping out in a lot of like crazy clothes, but like I wear out
unless you're going to the ballet.
Nah, fact. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't say crazy neither. Victor hates the word saying crazy. So
he hates that word.
Yeah, so like we start coming to work called Tuesday. But I step out a lot of Tuesday clothes, and that's where I guess like I'll invest more in the hats. You know what I'm saying? Cause I keep it very subtle, but I love like
bro, hats.
Yes,
that's like perfect accessory.
Yes, I can't find it.
It's all good.
Well, but
anyway, so you do the first one for Charlotte FC, and then fast forward, we hit Dreamville. What's your when you come to Dreamville? What's your like I don't even know how to ask this. Like, what's your plan?
Bro, honestly,
Because do you have like a set plan when you come out here?
Well, the first 2 years I was shooting for OK Player.
Okay.
With Kiera Luck, and basically I was just kind of just doing the pitch for that one. But just last year it was like, no, I mean,
I'm here,
bro.
Because you were here through Violet, right?
No, just
yeah.
bro,
Okay.
just to pull up and have fun. My boy Mark, Prosper, like one of my really good friends, close friends, my brother.
So nice.
I know, right? He honestly was the reason, like, I think I had, the first time I met him, honestly, was in the pit at Dreamville, not this year, but last year.
Last year?
And right before I moved to Charlotte, actually. Yeah, so April 2022. And we weren't close at the time, but, like, he was literally, obviously, like, he's a close friend, like, longtime friends. Him and Goose and Surf were, like, all, like, shooting for loot. Mm-hmm. And I knew him from Instagram, but I never, like, knew him obviously. But Mark has a very distinct look.
He does.
The hat.
He's
and
easy
braids,
to point out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, he, like to me, like, he wanted, like, my photography, like, moguls. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, now he hates when I be talking about it, because, like, bro, like, but you don't realize that, like, that how much, like, he, like, inspired, like, me. I used to, like, edit like him.
Bro, and it's
like everything.
Even, like, people, like, there's people that I follow now that are, like, to me, super inspirational, and it's, like, we don't, like, I've met him once or twice, like, Terry Suave.
Yes,
dude, Terry's
cold. Bro,
so cold.
Dreaming, bro, like, and that's the thing, too, that's what, like,
and he doesn't even be, like, moving, like...
Bro, at all. And all of them, bro, like, I think that's what, like, made me into going to, like, be excited to move to Charlotte, because, like, that's literally where all of them were at. Like, Surf, Mark, then you had, like, Goose was there, Terry was there, Dreaming was there, like, everybody was there.
Because who runs Dream Studio?
That's Terry and, Dreaming together.
Okay.
So First Con.
First Con, yeah.
I keep saying Dream, like, but yeah.
Right. I see that. I saw it when Terry, like, I guess not first announced it, but, like, first posted it, and I was like, First Con. I was like, I had to double check it, and I was like,
bro,
so clean.
They cold. I honestly, too, full circle. They did the Dreamer campaign for the Dreamer shoot for Cole.
Yeah.
They did that through Mez.
Ah.
So Terry and Dreamer.
So he, like, put it, okay.
So, like, they, like, shot on that, and then, like, also, too, the Dreamer 2, the photo of Cole sitting on, like, the house in Fayetteville with the shoe on. First Dreaming, I had shot that, and Mez was directing that campaign too there. So it's like it's a bunch of different things, like how everything just so like looped.
Just
you know
literally.
What I'm saying? But back to the Mark, and I followed Mark. I remember like earlier on when I was getting to photography in the third. So I was just trying to like gain some interest from him. Never following me back. I used to message him. He never messaged me back, so I unsent the message out of him. And then I think around the time when I was at the state actually in December of 21. We did, for me and we had to do our rollout for signing day. So obviously it's when like the new players get finally sign their national intent to be a official part of the team. So I did. That's why after Goldmouth it just dropped.
Okay.
And then obviously you saw the album cover with like sitting there with the what's his name? Like yo, I got inspired by this, so I'm gonna like do my own twist, my own spin on it. So from there, that's when I took some of the photos in there and then like made it into like an NC State color red, and then they made it. Instead of covering like the mold, I did like the eyes on the third and the little Dreamer crown.
The crown.
Copyright like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like, but I recreated it.
Dude, but it went crazy.
Yes, it did. And it caught Goose Eye, it caught Mark Eye. And by the time he was like, yo, like we already seen this in the third through here. So then like I put the intro up on there and like do like the a carousel on Instagram about the post and do the lab cover in the back and end. And I remember I got inspired off the album to do it because Luke dropped that song Be Okay.
Yeah.
And that was like my favorite song of that album. And I was like, yo, that like because Luke talks about like his like anxiety and depression and that, but like waiting on there.
He talks about it like
yes, bro. He embraces it. So like
exactly.
That was a 1 month connection with that. Yo, I gotta confirm I have to do like something in that way. Not only to get the attention, but like it's some substance to me. So like that's something that was clicking to me.
And that's the other thing that people don't realize. Like it's one thing to just post these photos, but like, bro, give me some substance with it. Just
bro.
Even like a short. It doesn't have to be a crazy backstory or anything. Yes. Just like show that you're moving things and doing things with intent.
Facts. That's the thing. Like there, like I was trying to figure out a concept for like 2 weeks. Me and Mo, and Mo was kind of waiting on me because yo, we need some like.
We need something.
I need elements for the video. Bro, I can cook that up. Me and Mo cooked that up the night before, like, everything, and then from there it was like, excuse me. From there it's like that's when like Goose followed me back. I think Mark followed me back at the time too, and I think
you see all your DMs finally. No,
bro, no, I unsent them all.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think at the time, or like on the third, I guess like I remember like no, the unsent them or no, I kept coming on them.
Either way,
but even aside from there, it's like I think that was December. So then April comes around, the first Dreamville, we're in the back interviewing Luke. And like Moses doing the video, Kira's interviewing, and I'm taking a photo, and that's when after like we're talking after the interview was over, and then I just dapped him up. Was like, yo, like you very inspiring to Salute. You very inspired him, like seeing my son, yada. And by that time, my boy Mo was like swiping through like the Instagram Instagram to find the post of what I did. Right before I looked away, like Mo found the post and like, yo, this is like he did this, like he designed this in the third after like your album cover. And it was like, yo, I seen that, like this is crazy. I got him like, how did he see it? Obviously, like, but I'll come back around to it. Mark had like shared it into their group there's some kind of group chat, and like he's like, yo, you need my creator. It's like Mark and Gucci, yada, boom, boom. I'm gonna go grab them. Obviously, he never came back. But then we were about to go shoot Ja Rule and Shanti, and I saw Mark there and Goose there and Surf. I'm like, well, I didn't see Goose at the time because I didn't know what Goose looked like. There's a picture on there. But then I talked to Mark like, yo, Mark, what's up? Mike Jone, yada, boom, boom. Had him up there, and then he's like, yo, this is Goose, this is Surf. I'm like, oh, Goose, Gustavo. I'm like, oh shit, I'm Mike Jones. Connected all of them there in the pit. And then that's when I realized, like, I didn't think I know they were old, but, like, they was in their 30s. So I'm like 26 at the time, 25 at the time. Yeah. 2 years ago, 2022. So I was, like, 26 at the time. By the time just turned 26. And so I was obviously still being OD young. I'm like, yo, I just want to give y'all that. Y'all, I feel like I'm playing
you know the play, yeah.
So behind, Mark was like, how old are you? So I'm 26. He said, bro, like, you ahead. And I'm like, hear somebody like him say that.
That to you?
Bro, I'm like, I've been, like, idolizing yo work for years, bro. You hear you say that, I'm like, bro, like that really kind of like set things off. Like, yeah, this is go mode time now.
Yeah.
So honestly, that's like before I knew I was moving to Charlotte, and right near the night, like when I got the call that I was got to move to Charlotte, the first people I texted was Mark and Goose. I put them in a group chat. I know nothing I say. I told them at the festival, y'all, like, I'm gonna try to be up to Charlotte just to like cook with y'all.
Just in general.
Next thing you know, yes.
You're like, hey,
bro, yes. And then after that, come in, I said, yo, this is matter of fact, I'm actually moving to Charlotte. And I'm like, oh, bet for sure. Like, let us know you get here. If you need anything out of that, boom, boom. Literally met them like the weekend I moved there. We all met at Archive, the coffee shop. It's off Betty's Ford Road. My dog Streets owns it, and like everybody be in there. That's where I met Mavi at. That's where I met we met so many people in there. It's like it's like the place to like come through in and out of Charlotte in there. So like,
dude, that's like the one thing I feel like Raleigh kind of needs.
Yes.
Unintentionally.
Yeah.
Because it's like Raleigh Denim is a good hub for sure. Yeah. But it's also I feel like a late night hub. But
it's
also
and not everybody can go through there. You know what I'm saying? Because especially when they get to like a lot of certain people in there, like a certain amount of people, Victor be like, okay, y'all, we need to down it down.
For sure, because it's still that's his job, like not his job, but that's his
baby.
business.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like and the space is very intimate for Victor. So like, of course, like all them different energies and yada. Of course, like Victor, I've heard open door policy, like keep
for sure
everybody come in there.
There's also everybody's got limits to that.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, but yeah, that's when the things came through with that and there. But people in the time that with Dreamville is like I was just like I met a lot of people in those backstage with that. But then the next year came around, and I think honestly when I started doing a lot more of my like networking, I'm a big networker. That's all I do is just direct network. Was the night beforehand that's when I first reached out and started shooting for Dreamville.
Okay. Was
when then they had posted about like the events they had with ZZ and like Olu, like the yoga event and other things.
Yeah, the yoga event. Okay.
So literally like I'm sitting here just doing one thing, and next you know, like I'm like, damn, we in it again?
Yeah, bro, we running.
That's OD, bro. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's
how I tell you, bro. That's how I tell you.
That's facts, damn. But then it came from like, when they Dreamville posted the event. Cause I always said I want to work for Dreamville.
For sure. Like, I feel like that's
still my goal. Like I want to be like employed through.
I'm not trying to just shoot photos for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They're trying to be like part of the team to elevate. But aside from all that, I mean, that was my goal at the time.
For sure.
It's like, where it comes, now it comes.
Sure. But it's also like, you if you don't have these goals, you're never going to get close to them.
Exactly.
Anyway.
You know what I'm
saying? So it's like, if you don't have this thought process of being like, I'm trying to get here, even if you don't get there, and you will probably exceed it.
Bro, facts.
So it's like, but if you don't have that goal of getting there, you're never going to get close to it.
Exactly. And I got that goal off of like seeing like Scott Laser and then like, and pretty much at the time, they were just like documenting everything. And Cole's like, Road to Homecoming documentaries, like the Eyes documentary, For Your Eyes documentary when they went down to was it Missouri? I think
so.
With like the shooting of like Michael, I forgot where it was at. It was there. It was like anyways, like Scott was like directing all these like documentaries, small documentaries for Cole, and that's how I met also do with David Peters at the time too, because he was doing like the revenge documentaries and moving around with Cole and like Jid and all them. So So like I wasn't focusing more on the artist. I was focusing more on like, people that making the shit. Like y'all really want to like do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to create these moments.
And that's like the thing people don't realize
Yes.
too, is like photographers and artists. Yes, we're looking at the artists, but
Yes.
we're watching the people behind.
Exactly,
them.
bro. Exactly. When I'm like shooting like for concerts, I'm trying to be looking at the angles that the people's
For sure.
artist
Like,
people
what are y'all
doing.
doing differently?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But back to like how I got looped in with Dreamville. So ZZ and like Olu, like that Dreamville posted about like the yoga event. So I DM'd ZZ. I didn't know who she was, but I wasn't like following her the time because at the time her and Olu were doing COVID Instagram lives of like the yoga session during COVID on Dreamville page.
Oh.
And 21 came out that
Fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's when
Didn't know they did that. Fire though. Great idea.
So I became a fan of her. So I DM'd her. I'm like, hey ZZ, you know yada yada, but like I'm hearing Raleigh is gonna be a photographer for the event at the time. Right now, obviously I'm thinking that David or like people going to like cover it and that way. They already had it on people. But they just say, you need like a photographer. I'm here. I do it for free. I got boom. She like responded me. Like, oh yeah, come through. So then I get there. That's when I meet Adam. I'm like, and I knew of Adam just being in documentaries, knowing like him, Cole, and Eve like found Dreamville.
They there. It's them three basically.
Yes, bro. Like they like that's when like I got connected with him through that, doing the photos there. They loved it. I was kind of in the sense of being kind of cool with them, and then like obviously shot the festival. Still again with OK Player with Kier that next the after that, but then it took the next year after that when like ZZ and both Adam hit me like, yo, like are you gonna be around for the festival again? Like we get you out for help these events. So now it went from just one event or the ZZ thing to doing all the Friday events.
When people don't realize, like people, I feel like a lot of like people who are just getting in photography, whatever, they try to go like they want to be in front of the stage, shit like that. I'm like, bro, you don't. The thing is to get there, bro, take care of the small stuff.
Exactly, bro.
Like you shot the yoga session.
Yes.
Off the wheel, be like, hey, yo, you need a photographer for the yoga session. And then the next thing, the people who run it are hitting you up saying, yo, you around.
Are going to be back again. Like, actually, matter of fact, Adam Demon for the Dreamville account. I'm like, what the heck? Because, like,
it was now, random. How crazy is that? Getting a DM from that.
I know. It was like, to me, I'm like, I think at the time it was crazy because, like, now it's like, it's so typical to be around spaces between people, notable people like that. Like, it don't faze me. But then I was like, who's Dreaming for a Dreamville? Because they followed me after, like, I did the ZZ yoga event too. So and obviously like I don't have an IG, but I think he runs through Dreamville.
Probably.
But yeah, like he DM'd that yo hit me. He texted me after that. I sent him my number. He's like, yo, like we need you around for events again this year too. So we did that again too. Then I know, did the Lord I know that like Victor and Adam were like close.
Oh yeah, tight.
And then aside from that, like Bobby was cool too because Bobby and Owen DJ the Dreamville house.
Yeah, the year before,
you know
right? Yeah.
And so like everything was in loop. You know what I'm saying? So. That's where I kind of got in tune with them with that, and then that became like a thing. That's like last year too, like this past one, like it became like the normal thing.
Yeah.
Like over. That's where I became in with last year. That when Adam looped me into with Felton and David, so I met them in the third. And honestly, like David actually like brought up my first opportunity to shoot with actual artists like this with them. And I was like, this artist named Nicholas Lamar was out of Alabama. And he was going on tour with Big X the Plug.
Okay.
So I had shot like he came to Charlotte, and David hit me like, yo, I need like a photographer for what's his name?
Yeah.
For the like the show with his artist. So I went up there. The first time I ever shot like with artists. That was like what last year, 2022? No, 2020. Yeah, 23. No, beginning of 2023. I think it was the first time I ever like. Firstly shot with an artist directly. I just knew artists.
For sure. And you've been shooting shows.
Yeah,
but that's not shooting with the artist.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like people think that like I was out and around and always just shooting him forever. Like, no, I'm just a network and talk. So I just knew a lot of people. Like I knew like Vic, I knew all the other people, but like
you're like I'm doing this off the whim.
You know what I'm saying? But like that was my first time actually like, having an assignment to do something with the artist directly. But yeah. And that's how that really got looped in with the Dreamville team. But trying to forget since too, because like Vic Blends played a part in that some way. I can't remember how I met Vic. When was it? I think actually, matter of fact, it was it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
When Victor had where did I meet Vic?
Because Vic Blends did him and Victor did an outfit last year.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a year before that? Okay.
No, only the year before that. I think it was still last year, I think, when I became cool with Vic, because it was like, it was in Victor's shop. You know, he came to the ZZ event.
Okay.
There, I dapped him up. There, took the photos in there. He was in there. So he remembered from that, and that next stop I did was the Dreamville, the run from Bristol Studio. Did a run with that.
Okay.
And Bristol Studios, like he came to he did a Bristol run. It was like a private event, like Reason. Adam was there, Barry was there, Victor played in it too.
Mm-hmm.
A couple people like from like the camp that was there.
Yeah,
like,
it was like
and Vic came pulled up through there too. So, and he saw me there too. And after that, we were at Victor Spotlight that night.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's when we kind of just sitting there and kind of sitting chopping it, yada yada. And then we became cool. It was there, and then I think spinning back around that, I think it was like how we just all just came like chilling that way.
Yeah.
I think everything, bro. Like all my like a lot of my connections in the music industry and just people and artists, such all having to do with like being like around that Dreamville weekend. But it's like that's like the regardless of what people may say, that's like the like networking event. It's like I feel like you like a LinkedIn fair when it comes to like in the music industry. Being
you will meet so many people.
Everybody comes there, bro,
and so many relationships spawn out of that weekend.
Yes,
and it's like
bro, yes. And the thing too is like all the energy that's there. And crazy funny side story about Dreamville, because I feel like in a sense of my experiences there, I have so many stories about the people I met there. Actually, matter of fact, when Kalani performed, that was 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Okay.
We was in the back and they had just signed eat. That's when I met her people. Cause like I say, when artists come out, I try to get their contact with their people first.
Real quick.
Like the photographer. So
yeah.
my dog Gabe, we were just sitting down at the time, and like my boy Mo was editing this video of like he shot Kalani's performance. So she walking by and he just like he purposely like just switched around.
Oh, have to.
And like she saw that and she was like, "Yo, can I get that?" She gave him like his email, and Gabe was like, "Yo, that you got heart doing that shit there and there." They gonna got food and sat down with us in the third, and we were talking about this random shit. Me and her had a little like 45-second like debate, more like a minute debate about like In-N-Out and Cookout. I was like, I ain't gonna hold you like In-N-Out got thing, but that shit trash compared to Cookout.
Awful, bro.
So, and then she was talking about like I was talking about like how they had the Roscoe's out there.
Yeah.
Not like the Roscoe's, they had like Roscoe's and we have Dames.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you, but Dames will wash Roscoe's out the what's the name. So we talk about the food debate in the third, but she went to like Dames.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
she went
twice.
to the Dames?
Yeah, she did. And she said she loved it. So it was like some crazy shit though. But yeah, I think that whole like being around like the Dreamville weekends like here was like so like vital to like really stepping into the artist what I do, because like the people that like I've always just fought around like Mark and Goose are in those spaces all the time, and then the people in since from that like you meet from that too. I think everything's word of mouth. Like
dude, everything photography, videography, especially because it's a lot of the stuff you see the work but you don't see the faces behind it. So it's like you have to do the networking. Bro.
It does. You do, bro. You do. And I think that creates so many opportunities and ways for you to like to have. I don't know. You build community in that way, and that can become you more known, more notable. So. And
that's the thing is like, dude, I'd rather be known within the community anyway as like the right hand. Because me and Bobby were talking about that, where it's like, yo, I'd rather be, even if my work isn't what succeeds me, kind of thing. It's like I'm cool with people thinking like, yo, that guy's cool. Like,
bro,
A1,
people,
whatever.
People think I'm out here just shooting all these people that I know. I'm like, y'all just know these people rather than just being in that space. But like, I've never done work for these guys, none at all.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm doing it off the love because this is like I enjoy being around these people.
Yeah, the first time I actually like shooting like Luke, obviously my first time actually shooting Luke was like when he came to Fashion Week with Victor in September. This past
September. One, yeah.
So like. Think about that. Like I think the long term things when you meet people and there's something like that, like people automatically think that you're just only associated with them because you don't work for them. Like, no, it's like how like energy plays out, and then the time it's supposed to come, it happens that way.
Exactly. So it's like a lot of the stuff you do, especially Dreamville too. It's like there's a lot of groundwork to be laid.
Yeah.
And you may not see any fruition of that groundwork until months later. But it's like, bro, just do it here.
Bro, yes.
Just do something. I was like, even just a little bit.
Yes. So.
Because it's like when they come back around and you remind them, you gotta even if you gotta remind them who you are, it's fine. They're gonna be like, oh, and then the next time they see you, they're gonna remember you.
And that's the thing too is like same thing with Olu. When Olu came to us for Fashion Week, the first time in February of 22, like he remembered me from events with ZD. So then after that, it was like constant news in the third. Like, oh, it's good, bro, good to see you, man, that type of shit. And then Adam was there as well too. And Mez was walking in the show, and then off the spark of that, that's when obviously when the next year come around with September one, and Victor was talking about being in the show. I'm like, yo, like I got some in a loop with Luke now being close with Mark and Goose. Like, do you want Luke in the show for February? He's like, hell yeah. So like reached out to them. We got Luke looped in, and that's how Luke he saw. He's oh yeah, I remember like he didn't met Victor at the time.
Okay.
Like he just knew of him. I think he met him briefly. I don't know if the first year before that or not. But
Well, I know Cole was in there not this previous year, but I think the year before potentially.
I mean, Cole used to be in here a lot. Victor and Cole are
I'll tell you,
cool.
yeah, there's a reason
Like,
he does the outfits for him, basically.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like he
Their
did.
jersey was so tight too.
He did the facts. He did the jersey. He actually did like I think Victor did Cole's pants for him. Cole sat on the 2014 Fortune drive. I think.
Oh really? Okay.
He did that too. Cause I think that like and I forgot what one he did as well. I think they were making some other pants too. And I think when KOD dropped, that Cole was actually in Victor's space when it dropped.
That's crazy.
And they was like, oh yeah, Goblin just dropped. And they were still making some shit. I think. You good?
Yeah, we good now.
Yeah.
Wow,
But,
ran through a whole battery, bro. I've never done that.
So D. Yeah.
All right,
you never got shut down. That's
I know, right? Yeah, this one's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
but yeah, so yeah, we're talking about meeting up, basically just making sure to link with everybody.
Yeah. Nah, fast. Yeah, we won't dive too much deeper into that because I feel like I'll be saying talking for 3 hours about the people that I know. So like,
but dude, that's how it is though. But that's also show like that's like the community it is within the photography and just not even the photography specifically, just like the creative space. But it's like you get so much inspiration around the people you work with, and it's also like you're only gonna do as well as the people you surround yourself with. Kind of situation where it's like, if you want to do the next thing, bro, just being around the right people.
Facts.
And also being around people who you want to be around.
Yeah, true. You're right. And I think too is like. Again, in the sense of like the energy you put out, the energy that gravitates towards you. You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
Like I said, I'm a big networker. Like I just like talking to people. I love like experiencing things. And I love like just like being like mad communal. You know what I'm saying? And I think that with that, it comes around the people that I met and I connected with have the same kind of goal as well too. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not trying to be personally. I'm trying to be cool with you because I know you such.
Because I know you know this, yada
you
yada,
know
or whatever.
Saying? Or just to have a clout to be like, that's not me at all. You know what I'm saying? It's off like a goal later on to feel like where it's going to be accomplished. So.
Because it goes back, always says it often too, and so does Bobby, where it's like, yo, 10 years from now, we're going to be like, yo, remember that we were doing 10 years ago?
Yes. Yes, bro.
Yeah. So, I guess the last thing. So, fast forward, we're in 2024, Hurricanes jersey. Talk about that one. Because that one was so slick.
Yes, bro.
Dude, that one was cold, fire, honestly, everything.
Yeah, so honestly, with that one, it came, purposes before this, I think in a sense, like with both of these, like jerseys, I think obviously start my creativity moving to Charlotte. Like honestly, like
you think so?
Raleigh's home, but I feel like my move to Charlotte was so essential because I feel like I got thrown into the dog pound of like just straight creative, the people that want to like, like get in and like get some like stuff locked in.
Yeah. Like Charlotte was where you like,
bro.
When you got there, it was like
the energy was like that, bro. It was like everybody out there like trying to like cook up. You know what I'm saying? And everybody about their shit. So like, you gotta be on your stuff too. And I think with that, the people that I met out there in Charlotte, like my community out there is like crazy. The creative community out there is crazy too.
The what community?
Creative community.
Oh, creative community. Okay,
It's crazy. Like there's so many like pioneers, like not pioneers, but like I want to say pioneers in their own ways. But like,
but it's like we talked about earlier. We talked about like Terry and Mark and all of them. It's
that's people that you know. But like if you go out there and shop for a weekend, bro, and you like pop up, like there's so many more people out there. But like my people is like Cozy, Squid, like Kiana, crazy talented. Another way, my dog George. It's like so many people out there. Like obviously Schnell's out there. Like there's so many like strong like heavy-handed creatives out there, bro. Like I can just name off the list. I'd be naming people for like
just going.
Yeah. But like out there, everybody kind of cook up there. You know what I'm saying? Mavi out there, like Ruben Vincent's out there. Luke's out there. So like there's so many like stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's literally like a hub. It's like a little Atlanta when it comes to like crazy because like. People out there.
Everybody from Charlotte says that.
Yes.
Little Atlanta.
Bro, it is.
Yeah.
Like they focus so much on heavily and cooking up with the community that they grow out and be out bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody out and people are using people locally to shoot their stuff, or people are that these projects going to third. Like obviously, like the Whitaker group, I'm a year, like the shoot, like all that stuff is obviously formulated in Charlotte. Like the energy out there is just so wild. Like I honestly I used to love coming back to Raleigh, but like honestly, like, when I be coming to Raleigh, I'm like, damn, I get back to the crib, and the crib being like Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? It's like. I like to say like Raleigh is all just me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But like I think it moved like my creative being in this, especially like Violet and me out there, just like came from just being in Charlotte, you know. But fast forward saying with the Hurricanes jersey, they saw it from obviously my FC one, and I think now once you do one thing, I think people start to categorize you as you being that. So like, hey,
especially in a corporate world,
you know what I'm saying? So there's like, oh, like this partner with this black artist too to do jersey like that for us. So they reached out, and honestly, I was like, yo, like. This is a bigger scale. Like, kid you not love the FC teams that they're 3 years in. Obviously, the Carolina Hurricanes, it's been out for bro, since we were like baby kids.
Yeah, like we talked. I literally talked
They're-
about watching the Stanley Cup when I was like single digits.
Bro, they're the only. The thing is how hungry it is. They're the only team. Aside from being obviously coming from the Whalers, but they're the only team that's never changed their primary logo, or like did with it. They kept that same cane, the Hurricane. So like, they're a legacy team. You know what I'm saying? Legacy colors. Like you know what I'm saying? Like my boy, I saw my boy Kenyon Dixon. He an R&B artist out in LA. And he actually was wearing like a Hurricanes jersey, like in his last video. I'm like, just even at that point there, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
It's always there.
Yeah, it's like
it's a reach. It reaches everywhere.
Yeah, it's an iconic brand, an iconic team. So I was like freaking out once like they did, cause I'm like, part of me I'm like, yo, just like I'm actually like go up watching the games at 300 level, like it's like the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
And I remember how big the NHL is. The NHL is global. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's massive.
It is. It's crazy, crazy big. So honestly, the concept, I guess I do everything when it comes with substance. Like the longest part of me, my creative process, is to think about what the substance story behind it. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, like the Rose was like bread and butter easy, but to figure out what to do with it and the story behind it was like the hardest part. So like that was.
So when you created, you came up the Rose first.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Honestly, like I didn't know my means and what I can do with it. So like I thought some
true.
places like you can't like touch the logo or things like that. So like or can't change the primary logo. You're gonna do it stuff into it. So I sent them a couple of drafts with me being in the logo with that. I was like, switching that kind of distorted. So then I was with the Rose came apart with like, I grew like that. And I was listening to "Do for Love" by Tupac at the time. I'm like, "Do for Love," Tupac, Rose from Concrete, adversity, black people, like the yada yada. So all my jerseys and I do like aren't just like something with like the regular like by X colors, yellow, red, green, boom, boom, like geared to only sort of like this is only fitting the third. I can't support because I'm not black. Cause like I'm just like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like I make my jerseys like they look like they're like anybody likes them. That's some cool shit. So
Yeah, exactly.
But that's how the process came with that. Roses kind of there, so I wanted to like figure out. I like that with the roses right there. So me and Chris was kind of cooking up some designs in his ways of like doing stuff with roses. So then after that, I came with that actual one, and then I had it stretched out in the way the hurricane thing, but it looked kind of like a little devilish symbol. And I'm like, yeah, nah, this looks like some crazy evil stuff.
Yeah.
That like people like, yeah, I ain't about to rock with that. So I kept it in the rose form, and then put like the hurricanes pieces and then the middle part into like the actual rose itself.
Okay, yeah.
And after that, I was like, I just built everything around that. So then, but yeah, that's where like that came from, obviously. And then I was like, you know what? This go around, I want to like focus on more of the editorial. I started from that too. Right, my first time I really get a promo and do my own stuff.
Nah, yeah, it was just kind of out.
Because like they, you know what I'm saying? Like they gave me the jersey for FC, but then took it back, and then like they gave me the samples to do the photo shoot with me in it, took it back, and then I got my jersey of mine to wear the night before, so I didn't have time for it. This time too, they sent me this, like they sent me the what's name jersey. Shot it in a week right before the games. Like I paid my own pocket for the editorial. That's why I had like my like Squid, and then Kiana, and my dog Kaya, and even Crystal played out a part, and then boy George too, on like creating an editorial for it and create the story behind it. So like. Even those things.
And that's the story to me is what sold it.
Yes, bro. Yeah, and I was like sitting there stressing out because I didn't know how things live in those spaces. But like, so me and George came down. George with me when I came down for the photo shoot with the Canes, and they still at the time they told me the price of the jersey.
They hadn't told you yet?
No, I didn't know it was $450. So like I'm seeing these things like yada yada, like okay, it's a $200 jersey. Like my people gonna get and buy it.
Yeah, homie's about to get it.
I get a call from Mo. And the folks was like, bro, you didn't tell me like this jersey was mad expensive. Like he told me the price. He said my boy Jalen went to the team stop and they told him like, yeah, bro, the lady told him about the price. But they weren't selling it online yet, and they selling it in person yet. So that's why I'm like, why like you don't know about jersey? I think she's just telling you like a random price.
Yeah.
But then once they dropped at noon, G was like, bro, you ain't tell me it was $450. I like, $450 what? He said $450. I said nobody about to buy this at all. They said, you know, my brother texted me a minute later, the 12:01. He's like, sold out in 1 minute. The first hit size, sold out in 1 minute is crazy. I was like, oh, dang. So then by that time, 31 minutes passed by, 32 minutes, every single jersey was sold out. Like, completely, like, racked. And then the shirts were, too. And they did an in-store drop, too, the shirts that way. And, like, those things went crazy there, too. Like, it was so wild, feeling that. But I think, too, like I said, like, yeah, it was cool and how it looked. But I think, like I said, too, and I think I didn't even drop the story and drop the video until after everything was already sold out. I didn't have time to. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't.
You dropped the promo video at least.
No, I didn't.
I could have swore that because I didn't know about it until the roses.
I dropped the photos.
Okay, the photos of the editorial.
I dropped
Okay.
I dropped 2 photos. I dropped like one of like Kylan in like the jersey and the roses, and I dropped
In the roses, okay.
the jersey by itself. And
Damn,
then,
so the video wasn't out till
bro,
after.
yes, so I dropped that like right at 11, so an hour in between. So my network didn't even know about this. Obviously, like the news outlets, you know how the news report they debut stuff the night before.
Because I saw it on Twitter on the Hurricanes page
you know
first.
Everybody debuts the news beforehand, but like my network didn't know about it until like an hour before it dropped. So like I dropped a picture on there. People was tagging me and shit that in the third too. So like obviously like I accepted the collab on Instagram and Canes and that like I did it 10 minutes before, just to like build like this hype of it. Because I'm very strategic on how I move.
You have to.
So I waited until I accepted the collab for the Canes, and then I accepted the collab on Instagram, put it on my story, dropped the hey, here, just let you know it's coming in an hour. Just those 2 photos. Next thing you know, like I said, like it dropped like 12:30 and like crazy. And we shot that editorial like at night. I think I worked like at my dog like Z's like grandma's basement in Charlotte.
Okay.
And like we drove out in the car for 30 minutes from Charlotte.
Yeah.
And shot it there. But like I ordered like 8,000 like rose petals
It was a shit
for
ton.
that, and I brought like 12 of these like, crazy big like grass things. I only had the promo from when they sent me. And then the jersey wasn't about to be there because they sent me a blank to be inspiration off of. But the actual jersey they sent mine was gonna be delayed and was gonna get there in time. But like it happened to get delivered that morning of.
The day of?
Yeah,
Okay.
so like for the shoot. So then took it there, then the third, we got everything. We kind of tested the day before, played around with things and such, and then dropped it. It's my phone. My phone.
No, you good.
Right
I'm
now.
just checking mine too.
Yeah. Everybody going crazy about the what's the name? The Kendrick. Drake
Oh,
thing right
yeah.
now. So my group has been popping across all the.
Yeah, we
past
ain't even
days.
talk, dude.
I know. We can talk about it.
Okay.
But
We'll finish off with that.
Yeah. But then like it came in after that. We changed comments around, tested it, and then we just got in and shot it, and we just come up with everything. The energy was just there. After that, I had my little brother like paid keys on it in the third. I had my boy Mike Carter to do the voiceover because like that'd be dope to have my dog do the voiceover bit, but we ended up like switching it because and doing like Chris last minute when that she wrote the poem too as well, and then everything came in a loop with that. But it was a dope experience. I think too getting to the game was like wow too. It's like being the first time like I hate being a center thing because I got crazy social anxiety.
For sure.
People don't know that at all.
And to be front row too, like you are
bro.
the man
I'm
of
a
that.
very social person. I'm very extroverted.
But it's also by your choice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like literally it's like have the crazy social anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So like literally I don't know, I was numb for a minute for the experience and all that, but it was dope. Just getting to see that, being myself in the Jumbotron, like walking around getting signatures and signing people's signatures and stuff. It was wild. But yeah, that's kinda like how like that whole jersey came and part of that. I kind of turned like everything off. I took my email out of my box and I went to like coast for a good like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're like, let me recover.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously, like now I just kind of like reopen it back up. Obviously, being like now to be able to have more time like the freelance on the third. So we'll kind of see where that comes from. That you know what I'm saying. But obviously with that, and then I don't know.
Would you want to do an NBA jersey?
Honestly, I don't know, bro. I was like, I mean, I'm open to whatever comes my way.
For sure.
But,
And whatever feels right.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know if I do anything. I don't know. If it comes my way, it feels right. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to do some crazy collabs. Like I want to collab with Cookout. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I want to collab. Like you know what I'm saying? I want to collab with the most like weirdest, craziest things. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't want to collab with the typical things. Like you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Like, I guess in a sense, I feel that has substance to behind it. Then I feel it fits within like kind of like my like mission statement with Violet. Then I'll typically kind of like dive into it. But
Yeah,
if it
you want to
fits
be
in the cards, I'll do it. If it fits in the cards with doing another jersey for like the other league, it's different too. But I don't know. We'll see.
That was how when I was doing the stuff at Graphic, whatever, at Wolfpack or whatever, Endless Grind did a skateboard competition, and I was like, where, fuck it, whatever, I'll do it or whatever, and I took the Bojangles logo and did the Endless Grind, and did it. It's like what chicken and biscuits is their thing. I put Rise and Grind,
That's hard.
or something like that, and then did the competition, whatever. They ended up picking something else. One of the girls I went to school with, I think her stepdad, dad, something like that, is part of their supplier kind of situation. And she reached out to me and she was like, yo, hey, like, I know whatever, didn't win, but she was like, I want to use your logo for a drop or whatever. And I was like, all right, cool. And then like literally she's like, can you send me the file? Send her files. And she's like 2-3 weeks later she hit me up. She's like, hey, these are the like final versions. Like, do you want to see them or whatever? I was like, yeah. So look, skateboard, 2 different colored t-shirts. Wow. And like, granted, I got nothing off of it other than just
Yeah.
the sheer doing it for whatever. Because I mean, but yeah, I was like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah.
But it also was cool, like you said, you want to do the crazy collabs.
Yeah.
Where it was like you want to like partner with Cookout, partner with Bojangles, like.
Bro, yeah, I think that's too. It's like it's some like I want to partner with things that like that build me up. I want to partner with like
Shit
Namco.
that I did like
You know
that
what I mean?
made me more or less. Yeah.
My brother right now, and I don't drop his. I'm gonna tell this now, but like
Okay.
my brother is like dropping like right now sketching up like Kid Violet.
Kid Violet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's like Kid Violet. It's like my like it's basically like this little like cartoon.
Okay.
Like cartoon character, like action figure type.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to try to partner with like Namco. You know what I'm saying?
Someone, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like things that obviously because like obviously Namco did Tekken. You know what I'm saying? So like I want to get in those ways. You know what I'm saying? Because like I want to like eventually like design like a character to go in Tekken. Yeah, I want to go in things that mean things to me. You know what I'm saying?
Because like
So,
think of like that. I feel like you getting in a game of Tekken would be more feel better to you than any jersey. You can
yes, bro. Yes. Honestly, and that's the thing too. Is like all those ways and those parts is like having like, a sense of like your business and like I guess whatever you do, having like that substance. I think as you stay true to your own means will bring everything else. You know what I'm saying? The money will come, like the notoriety will come, wherever you want will come if you like stay true to your means and that. Some people try to like go and like trying to like create things for other people. That's not me at all. You know what I'm saying? I used to be at the time I got built to hype for it, but like once I started feeling my own authentic way.
Because what happens is I feel like as you do it, you start feeling inauthentic.
You do. You know what I'm saying? You start losing love for it. You know what I'm saying? I honestly was having this talk with my boy Tehran at Archive like 2 days ago. That like I started like we were talking about the Gale photo, the Wanda photo I just dropped.
Crate went wild.
Bro, what 89K is crazy.
Still going insane.
I took my Instagram notification off. It was wild because he set the collab for that.
That's what did it. Yeah.
Bro. But before that, people don't realize I got 10K myself before that. Before that, you know what I'm saying? She just added an extra 70. But like but yeah, literally like we were talking about that, and I was like, yo, that's the first time honestly like, I felt like authentic. Cause like, I was debating on dropping that photo. I was debating on like pushing that photo up because like I don't share. Like I said, I share 2% of my work. So like I think too is like nobody really knows the extent of what I've done, like who I know, like what I have in the tuck, and some probably most people never see it. Like I have this hard drive at my crib that has all my best work on there too. Like people would think that shit like, damn, I know you did this. Like, but it's like I did that in voice notes with that, but it's like only for like my future kid to see. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll have access to that. If they choose to like push it out, if saying like if I were to like not be here when they're here, or like I were to blow up and like this person has everything that I've done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Has the stuff that no one's seen.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like all the notorious photos you've seen and like all these old Biggie and Pop photos nobody ever seen till like they're like that on my catalog. What I have is like in there. And I don't even tell people at all what they say that I'm doing. Especially too is like obviously people I know people that I've done some work for them, but like not the rip of that is like y'all would never know the extent of that. But I go back to the Gale photo thing was like I was debating on that being one of those things I keep in the tuck too because I love like Snowfall and like I love like how she played Wanda there. Like I love P Valley. That's a fire show.
Yeah,
it gets very intense at times and like some things obviously I don't really stand for and I started giving off the fact it was like me being roll on my face. But like aside from that, like it's a crazy fire show. And it's like even with that, like her playing roulette in there was wild too. But even like aside from that, like it's just I don't know. I just felt like I'm authentic the way I like edited it too. Like I was inspired by like Tekken. Colors and that is very vibrant and soft.
Oh,
you know
super vibrant.
So, but yeah, I think in those ways, like literally, it just kind of like first piece that I put on my page was a very authentic way too, and I was like, yo, I'm finally get back to this point where like I feel like I'm just creating for myself rather than other people. Because in our spaces, you notice that like you got a photo of Yachty. You gonna push that shit out because you be like, yo, this shit about to go crazy.
People gonna fuck it because it's Yachty.
You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily because I did it.
Yeah, some people because you did it.
For sure, the homies go move it up or whatever. Cause like, yo,
but when it blows up and jump up, people have no idea who you are, so I'm gonna go for this.
No, they're looking at it strictly for Yachty.
Yes, so that's why I'm like, and that happens a lot in our space of being in music. You know what I'm saying? And being that because like you're the person that you're like creating that moment for people to see. So like
you're creating someone else's moment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think with that is like. Some people, and it happens a lot in sports and music, but they're look what I'm doing. Look, I'm here with
this
on
person.
The stage, I'm in the pit, I'm on the sideline with yada yada yada, boom boom, and I'm like, and they're pushing it out, but it's like, it's so repetitive and it's so quick. They're pushing it out, but it's like no substance. It's like kind of soulless.
There's yeah. There's
You know what I'm
nothing
saying?
coming out of it necessarily other than you're there right now. But
Exactly.
like, what are you doing with it?
Yes, and that's what I think too. Was like it literally took the other point with me. It was like, I want to switch and like continue staying authentic with myself and stay grounded in a way. So that's really how it came with that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, bro. Yeah, let's get into this.
Great. Let's get this. This is the end of it. We caught up. We're in 2024 now, fresh
Yes.
off of Dreamville.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's do this. Before Friday,
Yeah.
how did you feel about everything?
So,
Because at that point where...
I'm going back to even when Cole looped in.
Okay,
You know
so we're
what I'm
going all the way back from
saying? Yes.
pre-Dreamville?
So obviously, like, yeah, because, like, obviously, like, I think even before that, and the thing is, I keep telling people before him, but back when the Heart Part 4 dropped, like,
Yeah.
remember that one? I kept telling everybody, yo, this is about, I love Kendrick. I dissect his discography for inspiration.
So you and Bobby are like this.
I'm
With
a
that. I know Bobby
huge-
loved Kendrick.
Bro, I'm a huge Kendrick fan.
Okay.
Huge Kendrick fan. Huge Cole fan, huge Kendrick, and then Drake's in there down somewhere.
He's somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I dissected it. So, like, when Heart Part 4 dropped, I said, yo, this is about Drake. But they were like, why? They got no beef. They got boom, boom. They just did Poetic Justice. They got that third. Like, nobody was, like, paying attention to it.
Yeah.
So then, like, I ain't gonna say I'm the one that, I'm reading the third. But, like, then when First Person Shooter came out, obviously it was like there were no shots taken then. So, in that way. When Light Day came out, when he tried to bomb, I feel like it was starting off just friendly, because obviously, like, same thing with Kenny did with Control.
Yeah.
He was shouting at everybody else, but it wasn't like, yo, I'm like personally attacking y'all. But,
Nah,
like,
not
Kenny
at
was
all.
like, I understand we
This
did
is-
three,
this
but
is
it's me. You know what I'm
Like he
saying?
said in whatever the other, I think it was Euphoria or whatever, but he says, like, this started as an exhibition match.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Then he got personal with that.
Yeah.
Then, and I think, too, with it spinning them that way, that's when, I guess, people retaliated on the third, and people were trying to feel in that way. So, obviously, in a sense, honestly, too, what I heard, and I'm not speaking on this saying that this was true or not, is everything I heard is being in the back at Dreamville. It's like, they're building Drake's compound out. Drake is going to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, Drake is supposed to be at Dreamville. That's what I heard.
Okay.
So, and obviously in the third, that we're playing Cold by going finals, and apparently Drake left. This is what I heard. I'm not saying that.
This is all, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, and then I also saw the podcast that, like, I think it was the Joe Budden podcast. I think no, it was Roy and Mal when they were talking about when he talked to Drake about they're gonna do the song. He was like, "Yo, are we? Are we gonna go out and do it? Like, it's gonna be a Dreamville?" He said, "I mean, like, should I? Like, are we gonna do the song?" And I heard people speculating too that, like, Drake's airplane was at Raleigh and then at third.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of different things that were speculating around that, but nothing was true or checked confirmed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nothing ever got confirmed.
I ain't in an eternal loop.
No.
Yeah, Drake was there, I mean, there or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're not, yeah.
But you would think all the given speculation with that, Cody got tour with him, Nicki there,
Everything lined up.
everything
lined
for
up
Drake
for
to
it.
be there. You know what I'm saying? So I think with knowing that, and then like, Cole came out and apologized, I think that would kind of turn away on that. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, 7 Minute Drill was hard. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
I knew something. Like, obviously, when that like album dropped, I downloaded it, so I still got like the 7 Minute Drill on my phone.
Oh,
But-
you downloaded it onto Apple?
Yes,
Because
you
you
know
use
what I'm
Apple
saying?
Music?
Yes.
Okay. See, I use Spotify.
So you know the thing is that when you do that, like, you literally like you can still
You can still listen to it once it's downloaded.
yeah. So like
Yeah, you can never delete it.
at all. So I literally have like it's still on my phone. So like
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So like obviously like he got it taken off the streams.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, like obviously like even with knowing that, because like I think too when you hear now, it's like, bro, like you can't mean to tell me like, yeah, Pimp Butterfly was like wasn't trash. That joint was still, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that.
But also, as he says it, it's very much like Kendrick said, this is exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking shots. Because we're taking shots. That's
Yes.
what we're doing right now.
Yes, bro, Pimp Butterfly was a classic, bro. You
For
didn't
sure.
tell me. I had to talk with Cognito just actually when I was reading myself in Dreamville, because like that's right after the 7 minute drop before the festival, and he was like, "You mean to tell me that like that Pimp Butterfly was actually trash?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Exactly. That was one of the most like greatest albums."
Bro,
Like the-
walls, all
Bro,
right.
yes, that was the level like the
Hood
Black album. You
Politics,
know what I'm saying? It
all
was
of
like like a very like good rap album.
And I feel like J. Cole, from everything from outside looking in, everything J. Cole is for,
Yes.
to Pipify is like right there next to it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. And so then I'm like, hear that? I was like, dang, like now it's like a little back and forth of a fame match then the third.
I'm like, yeah, I'm for this.
But then I think and I realized that of like once he started to get serious, and I feel that too, is like that's why right before then I heard the speculation that Ye had like that remix. Obviously that's Curatorious Drake. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So like I'm like, all right, damn. Like I am like, at point with like when Cole was like, yeah, like he like didn't say his spirit. I'm like, that's literally like he's staying authentic to himself.
For sure. For sure.
Even though he can murder anybody.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's also that's not his
It's
MO.
not him, exactly. So then after that, and I heard like the what's the next one that popped out? After that was Drake doing the push-ups next.
I think push-ups and then Taylor Made.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes. So then after that, because that Drake push-up was the Drake response.
Yeah.
Response to that. I heard that, I'm like, dang. And like I think too is like how he trying to respond to retaliate so early. Yeah, I think he tried to push the meat back there, make me up the middle drill on when he did like charged up and then he did back to back. He said, yo, I'm about to push these two harder than out. Like he ain't gonna respond to these, because I'm about to get like
I'm gonna get 2 in
before
he gets the 1.
So after that, I feel like he didn't know Kendrick was going to respond.
Dude, what's funny though is as you said that, when me and Owie had our conversation the other day, Kendrick hadn't responded yet.
Yeah.
So me and him were both talking about, and he literally was like, "Yo, I'm content in a world where Kendrick doesn't respond."
Yes. Yes.
He was like, "I think Kendrick still wins if he doesn't respond."
And I think too, and I feel like Kendrick one of the people that once you get him talking, you can't make him shut up.
I literally texted my group message last night,
Yes.
and I said my first response was, "I don't think Kendrick's gonna stop."
Yes. No. He like you ever see some people like they be quiet a lot when you used to talking they'll yapping.
And you can't, and they won't.
Yes. Because Kendrick don't like then too. It's like he'll have a feature every now and boom boom and saying it, but like once Mr. Rel, when you kind of dissect Mr. Rel, I feel like I recommend everybody that goes like listen to that dissect podcast.
Oh, dude, yeah, the dissects.
Oh my gosh,
they're good.
But like, have you realized that they're like kind of like the way like he is intelligent and like his artistry.
Dude, his artistry is beyond.
He's not somebody you want to go to beef with. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's beyond the music.
Exactly, and especially with somebody who I think people that keeps quiet, they mean they know a lot. You know what I'm saying about other people too. You know what I'm saying? So like obviously in a sense of like you might sit here and like, and you want to sit there and you think Kenny gonna like bluff a lot of things.
Nah.
So once before your drop, honestly, I was at lunch with Mark actually when it dropped.
I literally had just pulled up I do design work at one of the bars downtown.
Yes.
In the morning, I literally had pulled into my spot, parallel parked, and my groom had said, "Yo, Kendrick just dropped," and I was like, "Oh, word." Pull it up, and I pulled up 6 minutes. I literally sat in the car, ran the first 6 minutes.
Bro.
Rewind, ran them again.
Bro, it was so wild. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, ain't no way. And then after that was, what's the next one? 16 in LA?
Yeah, the Instagram one.
That was
the one he dropped on Instagram, which was
then,
2 days later.
Yeah, and then it was...
Then Drake responded.
Drake did respond. That was the...
Family Matters.
And then he did...
And then Kendrick said 10 minutes later.
That was the
Graham family. Or...
Meet the Grams? Meet the Grams.
Meet the Grams.
And then the one last night. Honestly, I was like at my brother's event last night. And I saw like the what's the name drop. I'm like, what the heck? Like, this is like...
I was like, yo, how is he dropping another one?
Bro.
And then the one last night, though...
Yeah.
Because I was talking with people the other day, and I said the only thing, not my only issue, but my only concern, quote unquote, with Kendrick's is people are going to say Kendrick didn't win because it's not a replayable song. Because Drake's going to put out clubs. And that's how he's going to do this. He's going to sing on it. He's going to make it melody, whatever.
Once I heard that Mustard on the beat, I'm like, yo, it's
over.
Yeah,
and he came in on that, and I was like, he's literally going to have the club saying OV Hoes.
Yes, bro. But that's one thing too, and I felt that same way. I'm like, once I heard that DJ Mustard present that one, even before that too, Alchemist is one of my favorite.
Alchemist, true, hands down,
bro. Like,
top tier. He will always be.
And I didn't know like it sounded like an Alchemist beat,
but it's also like.
But the first one did. I'm like, but when I saw Alchemist posted him just clip, he didn't say nothing. He just posted it. Yeah. I'm like, yo, like Kendrick getting the ones that are known to like murder everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
Like.
And you got Mustard?
Yes.
Like, bro, he's going and picking exactly who he wants.
And the thing is, Kendrick's not that like have that big social presence.
No.
It's like he
don't talk.
He sees everything.
He never said. And that's the other thing is we were talking because I got my girlfriend's not really like up to date with the music scene, but I like kind of like quickly ran her through last night. Yeah. I was like, because I was curious, like, have you seen this?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, like people at work or whatever. She's like, what the hell is it? And so I quickly like was like, hey, this, played her some clips or whatever.
Yeah.
And so she was with me when he dropped the one from last night.
Yeah.
And she just loves the drama of it.
Yeah.
And she's like, let me hear it. So we're sitting there listening, and she's like, oh my god, the A minor, like the looking for a chord A minor. She was like.
Yes.
And then, all that. So she was genuinely in shock, and she doesn't even know any of this stuff.
Yes, bro. And the thing is too is like, even off the bat, like The Alchemist, like his way he produces, it makes you really like, it puts you in a very weird space.
Cause that beat
You know what I'm
just
saying?
hits.
Yes,
like
the piano. I saw a comment was like, "Yo, the piano like sinister." I'm like, bro, exactly.
feels
like,
that slight off beat
yes,
almost.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, it's like it really. It sounds like someone they'll play when like obviously like the villain or like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like the killer is coming. Like that
Just
really,
enough to make you uncomfortable.
Bro, yeah, I cannot wait if after they drop another like Freddy or Jason movie. That song is like one of them because it fits in that way. It's like, yo, I have no time to come here to come murder you.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Dude, yeah. That one last night, I think, just kind of...
I don't think, too, is that I think, like, I'm going back and realizing that, like, with Joe Budden and his podcast, that Drake don't make grown man rap. He wanted to hear grown man rap. He was disappointed in, like, For the Dogs. He was just like, you don't, like, I don't think it's in Drake to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, like, I feel like in the sense that Drake makes, like, the popularity type music.
For sure. That's what I'm saying.
Drake can't get as deep as Kendrick. And I think that's the reason why that. Like, no matter how long Drake is taking, I think you gotta take L on this one, bro. Like, he come back and surprise us. We're like, yo.
But the thing is, now he's gonna have to really outdo himself.
Yeah, nah, facts.
To even get close, because the one Kendrick dropped last night is insane.
Yeah, I think too that like even when knowing that, I think that's why like all those people are kind of being in a tug with it, and like even with Kanye was talking about the elimination of Drake, I feel like with as it started to die down, that's only going to like bring back up. That's why I feel like Kanye low-key is waiting for like once Kendrick finishes his piece.
Once he's kind of done.
And Ye's like going to jump on.
All right, Ye's like,
you know
my
what I'm
turn.
saying?
Yeah.
So,
it's like the decimation of Drake.
And I think too is like you see in these spaces with the artists and third, I'm like, what in a sense like make them like, is this stuff that's going on like underlying? Because like Kanye said like you want like if Drake dish you like he's going to like come attack you in different ways and not probably what people knows about that. So I'm wondering knowing the fact that like how this things work with them.
How does this play out?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, how does it come about that? Because like, we only know from what people say.
We only know from what these songs are saying.
Exactly.
And so, but it's also like we don't even know the actual.
So we don't even know who else is lined up to even like because like this whole 20v1 thing. What's 20v1?
Who's the other 19?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Obviously Rick Ross is one.
Yeah.
Who else is the other? But people know. It's like what the heck? You know what I'm saying? So
but
like
people who are in there, they know who it is.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, bro. It's wild. It's definitely crazy. But
I just enjoy it very much because we were talking about. I was like, yo, this is the most exciting that hip hop has been in a little bit.
Bro, yes, it is. It's like it's so wild. They sit back and go through, listen to all like how it plays all through it too.
Bro, Friday night when Drake dropped that one and then Kendrick dropped 10 minutes later, I stayed up till 1 a.m.
He already had it ready,
just waiting for something else to drop.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I think he did it so well in that way that 10 minutes people already forgot about Drake stuff. People weren't hyping about Drake thing at all.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Running on Kendrick's already.
Yes. Now I would say the visual that Drake did with the Good Kid, Mad City van, that joint was funny though.
For sure.
That was funny.
That and getting the dude who said the guy that runs the restaurant in Toronto had him in it wearing the Pharrell chains. I was like,
yeah, nah, facts.
But I think he took the video down already.
For real?
Yeah, because I was trying to show when I was playing it for Catherine last night. On the page, it only has just the cover and it just has the Family Matters cover.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it was on Drake's page. It has an explicit and an edited version, but I didn't see the actual video of it.
That's wild.
So maybe he took it down, or maybe I didn't find it. I couldn't remember.
Wild.
I didn't look hard.
But yeah, nah, I'm Team Kendrick. I love Kendrick.
Yeah.
I got it.
He's just the better artist.
Yeah, even though Drake got some hits, I hate that because like we can't like can we not play Drake out? You know what I'm saying? Cause cameras take care of crazy. I blow up cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Cameras, good ones gone.
Bro, he got a song on every album that I like. You know what
Shot for Me,
bro. Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Practice.
Marvin's Room,
Marvin,
Over My Dead Body. You know what I'm saying? Look What You Done.
Yeah.
Even on some that it's
Andre?
like the one with
Real
him.
Hurt,
the Real Hurt,
Real Hurt.
Like I love the old Drake, and it's basically 2 and new is like even with like Calling For You on the new one, For All the Dogs. Got some bops on there.
It does.
Like Drake, like he got some like cool, like it's the music that you like just typically put on. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy listening.
But like, especially in the sense of like with Kendrick getting murdered, like murdering 1/3 in ways and like pulling things out that we already seen.
Yeah.
Cause like always calling Drake like a pervert and a pedophile. I'm like, in reality, like y'all seen these applications about Drake dating this 18-year-old that was like a
You've already
supermodel.
seen it,
but you ain't think nothing of it till Kendrick's like, yo,
this whole crew.
Exactly. And you're like, damn, you're right.
Bruh.
But the thing is, what's crazy? Obviously, you saw like the cover art with like Drake's house with all them people in the third. Do you like know where that come from?
Well, that's the symbol for the sex offenders list, right?
Yes, on
So
the
is
Citizen
that
app.
so is that
It shows that like there's like 18 people in his crib. That's like one of those things like that, bro. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you go on the
was that official?
I don't know if it's official, but
I didn't. That's the only
bruh,
part I didn't know if that was official or if that was just Kendrick's. He did that
no,
on there.
I mean I don't know if it's official, but like he definitely got that. He definitely had that. Like I'm assuming high Photoshop probably. But like if you look on the map and you kind of like go to where like the offender list is.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yes, you can see that on like Citizen app. So I'm assuming he had like Photoshop it, but like 19 of them obviously is people all like in that space.
Yeah, it's not Drake didn't live by himself.
Bruh, and that's like I don't know. I think the movie of it just wild. So, but yeah,
Chestnut checkers, man.
I know.
Chestnut checkers.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, when he hit him with the wop wop wop, he said "dot fuck him up." I was like, "Oh,
right,
dude."
yes. I'm actually listening on the way back home.
Bro, I
Probably
literally started playing it this morning.
Yeah,
It was like 8 a.m. I was listening to it. I was like,
Yeah.
"Why am I listening to this at 8 a.m.?"
Thanks. Yeah.
But all right.
So
Either way, my guy.
my dog.
I'm so glad we got this, man.
I know, man. I know. I'm excited.
So
to
glad
see
we
it,
got
man,
this.
bro.
Yeah. Let me.
Smooth.
Shoo.
I know. Dang, that was a long time.
Yeah, that might be one of my longer ones. I
Yeah.
can't lie.
Low-key.